From Hardik, hitting that top of the stumps, looking for a false shot.
You won't say they've bowled badly, and there's 14 of the first 10 balls. It's always the discussion, isn't it? Do you go Bumrah straight up front? He's running in strongly too. That's one thing we saw during the T20 World Cup. He's looking very fit. He's running in very strongly.
I think you give the ball, if you're not going to give it to Bumrah, to somebody who actually wants it. And this guy wants it. You like it or not, he absolutely...
Oh, I see. Okay. End stream.
But he loves...
Just wonder if it took a little bit of pace off that. Not too much, about 5 Ks. It's 14 for no loss, only 4 of that over.
$10,000 steps. Yes. ये कहाँ गया? क्या हुआ?
मसल प्रॉब्लम ने फिर पॉज कर दिया।
तुम्हें चाहिए एवियन, इंडिया का नंबर 1 विटामिन ई ब्रांड। इसका एंटीऑक्सीडेंट मसल्स को रिपेयर और प्रोटेक्ट करे और आपकी फिटनेस रूटीन को अनपॉज करे। अनपॉज विद एवियन।
I think already we are starting to see matchups at work here. Trent Bowl's gone off, and they've thrown the ball to Gazanfar in an effort to see if he can get the better of Ajinkya Rahane, who likes the ball coming on to him. I think primarily leggy. I saw him bowling before the game started, bowling primarily leggies, but he bowls all sorts.
Hiya!
He wants to. He's the only one who does. I just think if you're a sort of mystery spinner, bowling to Finn Allen might be a very interesting challenge.
Hiya! It sort of swung in, didn't it? Might have been out of the front of the hand first ball. Again, that's the key, though, this power play. With your bowling spin or quick, you want to be attacking the stumps. The batter misses, you hit, brings in that LBW bowled. Again, I wonder just how much Finn Allen's seen. Does he pick him out of the hand? Has he seen all the variations?
Will he take him on? There's only one way Finn Allen plays.
Ow!
Hurried on to him. At the moment, he's probably slightly sort of slow in swing bowler.
I think it's also the time. He knows he can just get a little bit of swing into the stumps, an angle back in as well, attacking that front pad, looking for an LBW.
No, that was short and had too much room for the batter. A bit of a free hit down the leg side.
Very hard to bowl at this time of the game. We're trying to work out what he's bowling here upstairs. There's all sorts happening here. Harsha saying it's one way, Pup saying another, Pommy's saying another. It's really, really hard. That's all I can say to bowl at this stage of the game to power players like this. Oh, my goodness. Ah! Ah! It's a monster.
The fact is he's bowling short, so he's allowing the batter to go on the back foot and see what the ball's doing.
Yeah, here, another example. It just flicks it out the front, looking to just spin it away a fraction. But you're right, Harsh, because it's short, get back in that crease, allow it to spin, even if you don't pick it. Beautifully timed.
Finn Allen is up and running, 14 of 9.
Ow!
Better ball. Probably missing leg, but certainly beat the batter in the shot.
Nice catch, boy.
I've got two very accomplished batters sitting next to me. They're all trying to read him out of the hand. You finished playing, guys. Oh, two shot again. And this will clear the boundary too. Finn Allen's had 3 free hits and he's hit 2 sixes and a 4. 17 of the over. It's 31 for no loss.
It's the pace here.
कितना ठंडा है यार विक्स की गोली लो खिच दूर करो
विक्स हर खिच फिक्स।
बंद नाक से परेशान लो विक्स इनहेलर। बंद नाक से तुरंत राहत कभी भी कहीं भी।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Does he keep going with Gazanfar? Does he give him some support with the field out? Because it hasn't worked in the first over for Gazanfar. Hardik Pandya bowled an excellent first over. Only 4 came off it. And that'll be more sixes. It's raining sixes here. It's already the 4th. Easy pickup shot for Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah, a little too straight from Hardik here, but nicely played again, using the pace. Allows it to come all the way on. Just those wrists, allows him to get underneath it. The angle's there, use the pace, up and under. Once again, Ajinkya Rahane timing the ball beautifully.
I just love how he times the ball, Ajinkya Rahane. We watch a lot of batters around the world in this form of the game that come out there and absolutely butcher it. Ajinkya Rahane doesn't.
6 more. This time is much flatter. Once again down the leg side, and Rahane showing there's a reason he wants to be at the top of the order. The Night Riders are off to a flyer.
It's a beautiful time to bat. It's a beautiful place to bat this here at the Wankhede. He talked about the grass on the wickets, and again there, he just uses the pace and he just picks it up over a deep square leg. More towards fine leg, but fine leg is up because deep square leg is back. 2 quality shots. They're not slugs. They're not butchered. They're just timed to perfection.
They'll sneak the single, and it was Finn Allen's call for the single. Hardik Pandya thought if we were round at the umpire, realized it was futile.
Definitely a set plan from Hardik to look to go straight. First couple of balls probably been just down the leg side. This one's a little bit better. Here's a look at the last over, just those balls, those slower ones we've seen that were a fraction short, just flicked out the front of the hand. I think we saw 3 quicker ones like arm balls angle in, and then 3 of those out the front of the hand. This surface is just allowing him to sit up nicely for Finn Allen to get himself to 20 off 11.
5 sixes and 21 balls. More runs, this time along the ground, but 4 will do. The Night Riders not yet 4 overs into their innings and knocking on the door of 50.
Who'd be a bowler in this form of the game at this ground? He's not middle that.
Okay, the guy sitting next to you did bowl on this ground, you know, once, and he took 6 for nothing.
I don't think there was that much grass on that.
No, I don't think there was much surface there either. 17 of Gazanfar's over, 17 from 4 balls. It'll be called wide, it'll be called wide. Right, here's a question for all of you with the new AI mode in Google search for all of you. So the question is, what can teams expect from the Wankhede Stadium in 2026? You can ask many questions like these. What's the answer? High scoring on a small ground, red soil ideal for stroke play, the breeze helps the swing, a little bit of grip in the middle overs. You can ask all those questions. Do you want to know more about the best knocks at the Wankhede? What are the best 5 batting performances, for example? You can just go down A straight one, Kenny rabbit hole. Ask what you want. Oh, a shot. Bouncer followed by a full 50 comes up in no time at all, in the twinkling of an eye.
Well, I think Google can also tell us that the runs are going to flow very, very, very quickly. They said quickly, but it's very, very, very quickly. Goodness me. That time it was the middle of the bat. Raced away. 53 in the fourth over.
KKR's fastest 50 versus MI. I think plan B, C, D, E with Bumrah has already been thought about. 4 more. This is a mega over. Mega over. 26 after the first one, only produced 4. And after 4, the Knight Riders are on their bike. 57 for no loss.
अरे नए मॉम्स मैजिक कुकीज, नए मम्मी स्पेशल मॉम्स मैजिक कुकीज, ट्राई तो करो। गुड़िया, मम्मा मैं आप ही को तो याद कर रही थी। देखो
मम्मी की याद कैसे नहीं आएगी। नए सनफीस्ट मॉम्स मैजिक कुकीज।
अरे आजा सर्कल में आजा भाई। अरे तू भी मेरे सर्कल में आजा भाई। BGMI क्रिकेट लीग है, यहाँ सर्कल में नहीं, बस लॉबी में आना है।
BGMI पे टीम।
And now Jasprit Bumrah, they had to get him back. Now can he turn things around? Well, he's often done that in the past. Again, using the pace. Yet another boundary. My word, the runs are coming thick and fast.
Yeah, once again, it's that straight line to Ajinkya Rahane. Allows him just to use the speed of the ball, angling into the stumps. Beautiful touch. And the placement to beat that man at 45.
Yeah, it's brilliant to watch. It is killing them softly. Surgical in the way he goes about things. All touch.
Still 11 balls left in power play. There could be further damage done here.
And it's fantastic to see, because you think of this game and you think crash, bang, wallop, yet there's still a place for those players who are able to bat in the way that Ajinkya Rahane does. 26 from 12 is a fantastic strike rate. It doesn't mean, though, that you don't have to hit sixes in this game. You must. It's not an optional extra. It's an essential skill.
And what's helping Paul and Michael is the pace on this pitch. Just seeing it first up. It had enough grass on it, but it was hard. So the ball's coming onto the bat at a nice height. And this is where Bumrah's experience will come into play. He'll definitely look to take pace off. He did that very successfully in the World Cup. Just over mid-wicket. He finds the boundary.
So close and yet so far for Bumrah. Well executed the delivery. It's a fantastic slower ball that he has. There's something to be said for Finn Allen being in that New Zealand World Cup team, because many would have been watching on the television and he'd have been aware in his mind that there could be a slower ball, able to then just shovel it to that onside and away for 4.
Has to hurry. A clean pickup, might have been close.
Again, I think you see batting in partnership so important.
Which Kiwi will have the biggest impact for KKR this season? Oh, Seifert not in the side today. Could have been. There's a choice between the two, I'm sure. Finn Allen, who started brilliantly. What 100 that was in Kolkata. And then Rachin Ravindra, so talented.
No.
Three brilliant players, no doubt about it, and all in good form. Speak of the devil, and they are sitting and watching. Will they get their opportunity? Again, I was just saying, I just think the combination is so important at the top of the order. These two very different players, but they complement each other really well. We're seeing that this evening already.
So 11 off that over. After 5, it's 68 for no loss.
नर्वस नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है। स्टिकी डैंड्रफ। नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए।
फ्री है तो फील है, फील है, फील है, फील है, फील है। पहली राइड, फ्री वाली राइड, रैपिडो।
So last 18 deliveries, a whopping 54 runs. Shardul Thakur now in final over of power play. And he has a job on his hands here to try and stem this onslaught.
She mightn't be the worst ball. I think that slow ball bouncer. Again, pace off. Batters at the moment, certainly these two at the crease. They know the conditions well. They're sweating on anything full. Get underneath, certainly in this power play, but I think with that man at deep backward square leg, long on back, maybe that slower ball bouncer allows you to at least bowl to those deep men.
That's in the air and taken in the deep. He's a bit of a golden arm, Shardul Thakur. Once again into the attack. They need a breakthrough, and it comes up with that slower ball into the pitch first one, and then decides, well, I'll kind of take pace off this, and can you whack it? No second invitation required for Finn Allen, but doesn't get a hold of it.
Yeah, inside half of the bat, once again, 117 Ks. So pace off, plays the part. He can't believe it. Striking the ball cleanly, got it in his own. Couldn't get this one out of the middle. He's got to go. KKR 69 for 1. Finn Allen 37 off 17.
शेविंग से जलन और परेशानी और नहीं, मेरे जिलेट मार्क 3 के 3 फेशियल अडैप्टिव ब्लेड्स दे इतना कंफर्टेबल शेव जो लगे हवा से भी हल्का। जिलेट मार्क 3, स्मूथेस्ट एंड मोस्ट कंफर्टेबल शेव।
क्योंकि ये है दवा इंडिया, मेरा और आपका सबका ख्याल रखने वाला, तभी तो ये है हर घर की फार्मेसी।
दवा इंडिया, हर घर की फार्मेसी।
Well over 6 feet, 6 inches tall. 30 matches, 707 runs. So Mumbai Indians getting the breakthrough.
Rohit Sharma, the big cheer for him. Good piece of fielding. Yeah, they'll cheer absolutely everything. So delighted they'd have been the fact that the wicket fell. This one kid a crowd. Have a look. Spring chicken.
Oh, lovely shot. He's always been pleasing on the eye, especially when he times it like that, Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah, this is Jinx at his best. Again, just check drive, but again, the placement's perfect. Through extra cover. So still, nice and balanced, head still. He knows straight away. All timing and class.
Yeah, just decided that pace-off's the way to go on such a good pitch. That's how he got the wicket. You might know it's coming as the batter, but there's still that off chance that you might not get it out the middle of the bat. 66 meters, Tilak Verma. Making no mistake whatsoever. Look at how they jump up to cheer because it was an onslaught.
Oh, that's straighter. And a clean hit. Well, he's played a lot with Shardul Thakur. They both play for the same team. 6 overs gone at the end of power play. It's 78 for 1.
एसी कितना तेज है यार।
विक्स की गोली लो, खिंच खिंच दूर करो।
विक्स, हर खिच खिच फिक्स। बंद नाक से परेशान, लो विक्स इनहेलर। बंद नाक से तुरंत राहत, कभी भी कहीं भी। Experience the best of Hollywood.
Now is the time.
They've played Mumbai Indians a lot of times. This is the highest they've got against Mumbai Indians in power play, 78. Captain looking good. Now bowling change, spin being introduced, Markande.
There's a little matter of a price tag on the young fellow who's just walked out to the middle. And try as you might, you cannot ignore it. You can't sort of push it away. You have to deal with it somehow. Much will be expected of Cameron Green. Wonderful talent. He's been beset with injuries, really, in the last little while.
Again, nice timing. He'll get 2. He's been busy today, Ajinkya Rahane. He's not hitting the boundaries or sixes. He's working the ball into the gaps.
I hope that it brings the best out of Cam Green and we can see a realization of the talent.
That's a good shout. I'd have just been sliding. Well, just having a chat. Might go upstairs here. Up they go.
We have a player review for LW, original decision not out. I have checked the feed, it's a fair delivery. Looking at the split screen now. Scroll back. Go back, please. Yes, keep it going now. Yes, clear gap between bat and ball. Straight to ball tracking, please. Anish waiting for ball tracking. Yes. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets missing. Thank you. I'll go back to Anish on field. Anish, you can stay with your decision. You're on screen now. You can signal.
Good decision. Just sliding. That's up in the air. Will go the distance. So it's gone high, it's gone long. And another 6. It's a 4th-6 for Ajinkya Rahane.
This could be the pick as well. Again, clears the front leg, gets it out of the way, get a good swing of the bat. Certainly not a half volley. That's an unbelievable shot from Ajinkya Rahane. 75 metres. There's the intent. 44 from 20 now for Rahane.
Great shape there when he played that shot.
There have been some shots played here tonight. Yes, there have been some where the bowlers have missed their length, but even when they've found them, that was an outstanding shot. All you can do as the bowler is not so much look to the outcome, but to your output. Where are you as far as your length and the line is concerned? Is that where you want it to be? And if it is, well, tip your hat.
That's up in the air, and it's gone many a mile. 2nd 6 of the over. And it's another biggie, 16 off it, 94 for 1. Well, there you go, the signal. It's the Seat Tyres strategic timeout.
$10,000 steps. Yes. ये कहाँ गया? क्या हुआ?
मसल प्रॉब्लम ने फिर पॉज कर दिया।
तुम्हें चाहिए एवियन, इंडिया का नंबर 1 विटामिन ई ब्रांड। इसका एंटीऑक्सीडेंट मसल्स को रिपेयर और प्रोटेक्ट करे और आपकी फिटनेस रूटीन को अनपॉज करे। अनपॉज विद एवियन।
And for that reason, I'm out.
यार इस दुनिया में एक जगह ऐसी है जहाँ आपको कोई जज नहीं करता। शेयर मार्केट। यहाँ आपकी मूंछ कितनी आई है कोई केयर नहीं करता, और एक दूसरे के अगेंस्ट ये मार्केट कंपेयर नहीं करता, क्योंकि आप जो भी हो, जहाँ से भी हो, जैसे भी हो, ये मार्केट सबका है। तो SIP करो, इन्वेस्ट करो या IPO। डाउनलोड ग्रो।
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
कितना ठंडा है यार। विक्स की गोली लो, खिच-खिच दूर करो।
विक्स, हर खिच-खिच फिक्स।
बंद नाक से परेशान, लो विक्स इनहेलर। बंद नाक से तुरंत राहत, कभी भी कहीं भी।
अगर विकेट हमेशा गिर जाती है तो ये कीपर्स कीप क्या करते हैं?
कॉमेडी मैं कर लेता हूँ, आप BGMI पे टीम सपोर्ट करो और ग्लेशियर जीतो।
At a boundary hitting ground, try and retain a positive mindset and see how you can shift it. Not for a whole over, a ball, 2 balls, 3 balls, a period in the game, and it might just be the answer in terms of the final analysis. So, got to keep going as a group, and if you're the one who gets the opportunity, you could swing it for your side.
So we're done with the Seat Tyres strategic timeout, and Ghazenfur back into the attack. There was a huddle there. Mahela Jayawardena, Aaron Pollard all out, having a chat. He went for 17 of his first over.
Again, starts with that straighter and faster. It's worked for him. Worked for him in the first over as well. Just the length. Have a look at Cameron Green hitting his first 6 of the tournament. Again, this length's a bit fuller. Clears the front leg, gets it out of the middle of the bats. That's that swing. That'll do his confidence the world of good, Cameron Green.
He had 1 season for the Mumbai Indians, so he knows this team.
A decent start would be great for him. Just some sort of a score, and then something with the ball, take a catch as well, just get underway.
He's got long levers in that season for Mumbai Indians. He got 100 as well.
His talent has been seen by all. It's still at this stage, it's just kind of little green shoots. And what they want is for it to sprout out, to flower, to grow into a tree.
You mean grow to a size?
Indeed.
Not a bonsai. Yeah, I think the key for Cameron Green as well is to play the full season. Actually be batting and bowling, get through a full season, stay nice and fit, be put under pressure. Batting at number 3, he's going to definitely feel that. But then also with the ball, I think he can bowl 140 plus Ks. But he's going to have to deal with different conditions, batters coming at him, bowling at different stages of the game. Just being able to continue to get up game after game for that, it's going to be such a learning curve for him.
For me, it's the responsibility. If you think of him in an Australian side as a young pup that's in the side, and they'll look to his talent, go if you want, and just do whatever you like, and that's fine. You're kind of shielded by all the others who are the seniors. But here, you go for the big bucks, you've got to lead from out in the front.
Well, I couldn't understand why he didn't bowl in the T20 World Cup. I don't know what was going on there. He was fit and available, but he didn't bowl much at all. KKR, they'll need his bowling.
And it's good to see him up the order at number 3. So the 100 has come up in real quick time.
Yeah, the Tata Sierra, a legend we grew up admiring, is back with legendary interior space, comfort and performance. The Tata Sierra is the preferred choice for over 20,000 families.
So 8 gone, it's 101 for 1.
ग्रीन भैया कहाँ उलझे हो?
Flat is on top floor. Long wire चाहिए. For charging, man.
अरे ग्रीन ई-बूटर रिमूवेबल बैटरी वाली है. चार्जिंग सेफ और सिंपल है. चाहे ग्राउंड फ्लोर हो या टॉप फ्लोर हो रूम.
We've been framed.
Kiss my ring. Kiss my ring right now. I want the fox and rabbit.
Flash, we need to get across town.
No problem.
Disney Zootopia 2.
Just 8 overs into this game. There's 100 on board. Shardul Thakur comes back. He's the one who's taken a wicket. And he might have put that in the gap too. No, there's a fielder there. They'll come back for 2. And it's wonderful to have Shane Watson alongside us. Tell us what happened in that strategic timeout, Watto, because you went off like a train in the power play.
Oh, it's words of wisdom, Harsha. No, absolutely not. Ajinkya and Cam Green, look, they've got the pitch to understand what it's doing. Obviously, Ajinkya Rahane is batting beautifully as well. So we set up very nicely from that partnership between Finn Allen and Ajinkya, and we need to continue that on.
More runs flowing at the moment. Another boundary. Cam Green is now up and running, 17 of 8 balls. Already the mind thinking, Watto, about maybe 230 is a good score on this track, maybe more.
Harsh, we don't want to get too far in front of ourselves. Look, we've got off to a fly. We are batting very nicely. It looks like a beautiful pitch here. The ball's coming on to the bat. So, look, obviously the scores, the way things have been going over the last couple of seasons, you're going to have to put in a pretty significant total. But, look, the way we're going, things are tracking very nicely.
Watto, Ravi, any word from the batters on how the pitch is behaving? Because it looks well grassed and it's hard.
Ravi, yes. It's great to talk to you as always. Yeah, what they're saying out there is the ball's just holding up a tiny bit in the surface. Obviously, there's a nice green grass on the surface. So the ball's just holding up a tiny bit, but at the moment it's holding up into the middle of the bat. And long may that continue for KKR batters tonight.
Watto, you were in the commentary box. You've gone back to being in the dressing room.
So
Flip a coin. Which one? Which one?
Look, both are very satisfying. Look, to be able to be here to be able to help the young guys out. Young and experienced players out.
What are you can ask KP the same question?
Yeah. KP, what are your thoughts on sitting on either side?
It's a lot cooler up here. There's less responsibility, that I can tell you.
Brilliant. But look, it's been a lot of fun. KKR, it's my first experience in the KKR franchise, so it's been a great experience so far. We've got an incredibly skillful group and squad that we've got here, so it's been a lot of fun so far, and we've got off to a very nice start, and long may that continue.
8 of this over already. Right, the fielder there. The catch is taken. And I'll tell you what, Cameron Green is sitting there thinking, what on earth have I just done? I found that fielder in the deep. And once again, guess who's amongst the wickets, Ravi?
Yes, he has this knack of picking up wickets, Shardul Thakur. He's accounted for both the wickets to have fallen. And this is a good catch from Rutherford because the ball was going flat. The moment he hit it, he knew that he'd not got the placement right. He needed this, the Mumbai Indians. So second wicket for Shardul Thakur. Green departs for 18. And it's 109 for 2.
Pringles, bro. Comes in a can, bro.
Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Free hai to feel it, yeah. Rally ride, free wali ride, rapido.
Riders. Strike rate of 145 from 23 matches. Struggled a little bit in domestic cricket recently, but remains a very bubbly, very effervescent player. He'll manufacture shots. He's got the freedom now with a start like this. They're going at 12.3 and over. Nine of the over and a wicket for Shardul Thakur. 110 for 2, the Knight Riders.
नर्वस नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है। डैंड्रफ ही है, चिपका रहता है सर। अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ। नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस न आए।
क्योंकि ये है दवा इंडिया, मेरा और आपका सबका ख्याल रखने वाला। तभी तो ये है हर घर की फार्मेसी।
दवा इंडिया, हर घर की फार्मेसी।
Well, it was the batting to come. Rinku Singh, hopefully they'll give him a much bigger role. Sometimes you can just straight jacket players and say, that's you're a finisher, is a better player than that. Then Ramandeep Singh, Anukul Roy, they need another partnership here. Back with the Trent Bolt. It's been a deviation from the normal for the Mumbai Indians. He normally does a lot of bowling in the power play. Just one today.
He was slow ball. That's what unfortunately did for Cam Green on that occasion. He tried to put pace onto it instead of using pace. As a batter, you've got to try and use pace. When you see the bowler rolling his fingers, you're thinking, okay, I've got to make the play here. Seam up, pace on. He would have just cut it over backward corner. Would have probably gone for 6. He would have used that pace. But as soon as he saw the ball...
50 for Ajinkya Rahane. An innings that's been characterized by great grace, style, class, timing. All those things that you like to see in a power game.
There's a blistering innings. There's 51 of just 27, and how well he's timed the ball today. 3 boundaries, 4 sixes. He's really got KKR off to a flyer.
34th, 50 in the IPO. Reinvented himself as someone who goes hard at the top. It's very interesting recalibration of his cricket.
It is, but it's not bash. And what I mean by bash, you see the many openers that come out and they just come and just swing and swing and swing. I just love the way that he just has such a beautiful little bit of foot movement, and then he just plays the pickup and he uses the pace of the bowler, and then on occasions he also has the audacity to... Oh, there again, that's the pace. And that's why they like him at KKR, because he has that wrist work. No doubt playing the way that you can play if you hit fielders, but you can find the gaps and you can use your wrists. Have a look at how he just opens the face. That's a guy who knows where the gaps are, and that's a proper batter.
We saw that with Aniket Verma yesterday. Didn't have the greatest domestic season, but sometimes your eyes tell you another story too. Now, Angakrish this year in the domestic cricket, just the 4 matches in the Mushtaq Ali, 49 runs, striking at 110, plays in a very strong side. Struggled to get in. This man absolutely smoked it in the Mushtaq Ali as well.
It's the right number for him because he's a timer of the ball. He likes pace. He likes the ball coming onto the bat. There's enough there on the surface to encourage him to play these shots. Sparkling half century.
What they've also done is moved away from Sunil Narayan. 10 of the over, 120 for 2.
Pringles, pop, 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 Pringles, pop, 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 Pringles, pop, pop, pop.
Pringles, bro. Comes in a can, bro.
Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Free hato, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, yeah. Rally ride, free wali ride, rapido.
Then the wicket for Shardul. And then this last over from Trent Bolt. They've gone back to Ghazanfar. Really want him to do well. There's a lot of talk around cricketing circles about his abilities. 45 wickets, Ravi, from 43 games this year. Economy rate under 7. But this is a completely different experience in surface. Wow! He just picked up the length so beautifully. And that bat swing, KP, Ravi, gorgeous.
Yeah, that length just allowed him to get under the ball. And there were no half measures here. He just waited on it. And here's an example of how good the surface is. But it also tells you he's picking him up beautifully. He's not playing for the turn. He knows the ball will come into him. And he's picking his spot beautifully.
Thing with Rahane over the years, KP, is once the power play went off, his strike rate would drop. Today, we haven't seen that.
It's exactly what I was going to say, Harsh, and it's a great point that you bring up, because in the modern day game, you can't afford for that to happen. You have to keep that scoreboard ticking. You have to make sure that if the opportunity presents itself, you smack it. And I think everybody's acknowledged that point now. You've seen the scores of 200, 220, 230. You've just got to keep smacking it.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good investor too. Ajinkya Rahane, the power of intelligent investing. Start small, but think long term. He started small. He started here in the Mumbai Indians back in 2008. So he was a very young kid, wide-eyed, looking at all that was happening around him. And he's still around there. Still delivering very good returns. 2 more. Just wonder what they're thinking in that MI camp at the moment. How are they looking at this 12.5? This was the ground where India made 253 against England, won by 6.
And this is that kind of wicket. This looks a really good surface. They need a big score, Knight Riders.
Nice ball there.
When you look at where the game is being played on the square, it is the same pitch. And it was used for that semi-final. And they're pulling things back in the last 3 or 4 overs.
Recent times, I don't think there's been a huge difference. Bat first, bat second. On the rare occasions that a bowler's got the batter to make an error.
You need quickly water.
Hit him pretty low. Now Raghuvanshi. So a little bit to talk about for Gazanfar in that over. He's bowled 3 for 34. It's 131 for 2.
नर्वस नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है। डैंड्रफ ही है, चिपक रहता है सर। अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ। नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस न आए। पर हम भी जिद्दी है।
Anukul Roy. One of the reasons people looked at the Kolkata Knight Riders and said, do they have it in them to go the distance, is if you pick up a couple of early wickets, there's just a feeling maybe the batting isn't deep enough. Doesn't matter today. Rinku Singh still to come there, 130 for 2, and they've put on a bit of a show here. Right, Bumrah's back. This is straight from the Bumrah playbook. 1 in the power play, 1 around 12, 2 after 16th over.
What a luxury to have as a captain, knowing that you've got Jasprit Bumrah in your bowling lineup. You know that at least in the middle overs, you've got an over where the bowlers and everybody are going to be watching him do his thing, because the batters are starting to think, okay, now it's Bumrah. What do I do here? Do I take a risk? Do I continue going the way we're going? Do I just give him a wicket? You don't want to give him a wicket, because the conversations leading into this is, let's take him for 6. Try not give him a wicket. But Bumrah is just too good on so many occasions. He manages to pick up that vital wicket and break that partnership, and it's something that Hardik Pandya will be begging for here. Picking the ball up at long on now, and he'll just be wanting something to happen. 133 now in the 12th over. Tommy Mbangwa and Michael Clark were talking at the pitch report about 200. Get 200. 220, 230s on the cards here.
They get 200, they'll be mighty disappointed from here on. You mentioned Bumrah in the middle overs. He averages his economy under 5 in the middle overs. And that's because he has those deliveries, the Yorker. Never goes out of fashion.
And how well he adapts and adjusts to conditions, and how often he changes games in those overs of his. Sides might be cruising, he comes and bowls frugal overs, he takes wickets. And a T20 game can turn so quickly on its head.
There's 2 words, aura and reputation. He has an aura and he's got an unbelievable reputation. And that's why at the back of his mark now, the batter is thinking, get through this over. Unbelievable. He just presents that skill so much better than anywhere else in the world.
Now the highest score by a KKR captain versus Mumbai Indians. Here's a thought for the two of you. All young kids growing up are told, play the ball, not the bowler. How difficult is it to do that? Because, I mean, there's Bumrah coming at you.
It's his skill sets, what you are thinking about more. You know, you're not sure what he's going to deliver next. It's trying to outguess him. Because he's got all the tools to be deceptive. Like that.
There was only one innings last year, and there's only one batter that I've actually seen. It was Karan Nair for Delhi last year that got hold of Jasprit Bumrah. It was one of the most incredible batting displays. And that was picking your gap, picking your area, and actually just picking each delivery.
He didn't even make a documentary about himself, Karun Nair, after that. Just five of the over. It's now 136 for 2 after 12.
Pringles, pop, pop, pop. Pringles, pop, pop, pop. Pringles, pop, pop, pop.
Pringles, bro. Comes in a can, bro.
Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Free hatto. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Feel it, feel it. Yeah. Rally ride. Free wali ride. Rapido.
136 for 2 after 12. Have been guns blazing, really. Night Riders. Just the 5 off that previous over. So often has a Bumrah over shifted things. Here's Bolt. And if they can double up here, the Mumbai Indians, they'd be ecstatic because it's on such things, an over here and over there, where games can be turned.
Yeah, they're off to an absolute flyer. And the key here is they've only lost 2 wickets. So they're going to have to go to that next level. Run rate just over 11. Yeah, Bumrah's over. It was an absolute beauty.
Yeah, looking for that block hole. It is now time for a fun contest brought to you by the Tata Group and BCCI. Spot any green dot around you to win exclusive Tata IPL merchandise and match tickets. You may also get a chance to be part of the green dot squad you see on your screen. greendotball.com, spot, snap and share. Nicely bowled.
You saw a couple of Yorkers from Jasprit Bumrah, and here we've gone trade bowls. So they've gone right to the top of their tree here to talk to their 2 big guys. It looks to me like death is something that they've discussed. Death, I mean the block hole. I'm trying to make sure that the batters work hard for their runs here and play shots they don't ordinarily play in the 13th, 14th, 15th over. Definitely a plan, definitely a ploy here, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the issue oftentimes, and here they've doubled up with Bolt and Bumrah and good plans, as you say, KP. The issue for teams is that the momentum in the innings is lost. And so with the mindset that it's Bumrah and you might have decided there's a way you're going to play him, better he doesn't get a wicket. I don't know that you can go that route, especially on a pitch that's really good.
You can't do it twice in a row. Absolutely not. That's why he tried the sweep shot. That's why he's trying to work that now through backward point. They're looking for the boundary. Jinke Rahane tried to hit it straight down towards us here in the commentary box. Rohit Sharma just cut it off. But you cannot afford to do that. Bumrah, yes, absolutely, because every team will do it. He's that good, and you know he'll deliver his skill. But you've got to go after Bolt here.
That'll go for 4. Much needed that. Desperate they were for a boundary at the very least.
Trent Bolt and Hardy Pundy, they just moved that man finer at short, fine leg. Smart batting. Not sure if it was exactly planned, but it was perfect. Cross seam, gets it square and picks up a boundary.
Yeah, just missed in terms of the length. Looking to be very full, looking to stay in that block hole and to be as straight as possible, get him perhaps hitting down the ground. And the missing in length meant it could squirt off to that leg side. Big delivery this, KKR won a boundary. Just a single.
Timeout.
144 for 2. And the Sear Tires strategic timeout. Time for some thinking.
Your hands are not equal. 10,000 steps. Yes. ये कहाँ गया? क्या हुआ?
मसल प्रॉब्लम ने फिर पॉज कर दिया।
तुम्हें चाहिए एवियन, इंडिया का नंबर 1 विटामिन ई ब्रांड। इसका एंटीऑक्सीडेंट मसल्स को रिपेयर और प्रोटेक्ट करे और आपकी फिटनेस रूटीन को अनपॉज करे। अनपॉज विद एवियन।
नर्वस? नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है।
डैंड्रफ ये चिपका रहता है सर।
अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ। नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए।
10,000 steps. Yes. ये कहाँ गया? क्या हुआ?
मसल प्रॉब्लम ने फिर पॉज कर दिया।
तुम्हें चाहिए एवियन, इंडिया का नंबर 1 विटामिन ई ब्रांड। इसका एंटीऑक्सीडेंट मसल्स को रिपेयर और प्रोटेक्ट करे और आपकी फिटनेस रूटीन को अनपॉज करे। अनपॉज विद एवियन।
नर्वस? नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है।
डैंड्रफ ये चिपका रहता है सर।
अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ। नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए।
So we found that man at deep point. Again, wickets in hand, runs on the board. They've got to look to maximise that right now.
Yeah, I reckon they're just going to keep playing shots. Wonderful striking this was. Now look at the bowling. Bumrah was 11 off his first. He's now 2 overs and going at 8. Look at Shadul Thakur, 2 for 19. Been effective, really good from Thakur. But essentially on here, Bolt as well up top there, 9.33. On here with the way this pitch is playing, you'd say if you're going at 10s, you're kind of going okay. Because as a team batting second, you'd expect that you would chase down around about 200, 210. Ah!
You have a look at the bowling figures. It's really actually quite hard to get your head around the fact that if you're going at 10s, it's an okay job. I think that's super hard because 10 almost feels like a failure, but 4 overs for 40. And that's where I think that mental shift in where the game of cricket is going now. That was something that looked like failure a couple of years ago is actually almost success now. And it's really hard to change your brain to start computing things that you've been doing for 20 years, 25 years, to thinking that actually what a failure is a success. I think it's really hard for the bowlers.
Here's Shadul Thakur. And this last little period has been all Mumbai Indians. And don't worry about wickets. Yes, there's a wicket or 2 that's gone down, but essentially you've got to look at what that's done. And it's reduced the rate of scoring.
I think they've made good change from what Mumbai Indians. They've assessed after the power play that change of pace is super important, utilising the slow ball bouncer. And then we saw Bumrah and Bolt go to that Yorker so early in this innings, which is smart.
Yeah, there's that Yorker again. When we're out there looking at the pitch and we're trying to figure out, okay, so what have you got to do? Look at where the sixes are hit from. Generally, if you're kind of short, you disappear out the ground. Slower balls do work, and you've got to change up and kind of hold what is sort of back of a leg. But Yorkers are most effective. If you can actually hit them, they're most effective at this ground. All the rest seems to travel. So with these bowlers experienced as they are, Bumrah, Bolt, Shardul Thakur, it's not a surprise that they've gone to the Yorker in the middle of the game. Fielder takes the catch. It's slowed down. Ajinkya Rahane is so quick out the blocks. And then a surge, a resurgence from Mumbai Indians has slowed him down and finally got him. That man, Shardul Thakur again.
Clear plan from the Mumbai Indians here to go full and to go as straight as possible. There, Ajinkya Rahane just lost his shape a fraction. It's a good catch from the skipper. And it's another wicket to Shardul Thakur. It's very, very smart. It's very intelligent. And it's a great game plan. But what an innings that was from Ajinkya Rahane. He goes for 67.
Pringles, pop, 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 Pringles, pop, 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 Pringles, pop, pop, pop.
Pringles, bro. Comes in a can, bro.
Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Rinku Singh walks out to the middle. You might feel, actually, as you think back across a couple of IPLs, that he's not quite been utilised as much as he could have been. Has a big job on his hands here. Inside edge. And he'll be off the mark straight away. Top work being done by Shardul Thakur.
Yeah, class bowling again, crossed the seam. Might have just held in the wicket a little bit as well. Rahane doesn't get it out of the middle. Safe set of hands to skipper Hardik Pandya. But again, I think it's the over from Bumrah and the over from Bolt, the two previous, that put that pressure on the batters, look to go even harder. Rahane, who's timed the ball beautifully, on this occasion looked to probably go for a maximum, lost his shape.
Up and away, one bounce, and they needed that. 4 runs brings up 150 for the Kolkata Knight Riders.
You can't be surprised by that anymore this evening, because Shardul Thakur has bowled a few of those, even got Cameron Green out with one of them a little bit earlier. So actually, when you're setting yourself as the batter facing Thakur now, you've got to be thinking about the full ball, and then you've got to know that he will go to that. The short ball, the wide ball, and it's slower ball. So you've got to use that pace, and it was effective there on that occasion. Raghavanshi, smart player. Understanding his options and using them effectively.
Oh, picks out the fielder. Dot to finish just the 6 off on a wicket. 150 for 3.
नर्वस नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है।
डैंड्रफ ही है, चिपका रहता है सर।
अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ। नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले, ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए।
Yeah, 67 from 40. Skipper Rahane. Good start from Finn Allen. They were very good together. 37 from 17 for him. Green also effective. 18 from 10. but they've just lost momentum here. Last 30 balls, 40 runs. Gazanfa. Shot. Oh, yes, what dexterity. Into the gap and away for four. Rinku Singh.
Yeah, allows this to come all the way onto the bats. Plays it nice and late. Again, gets the width. Looking to come back in, but another example of timing and touch. You don't have to overhit it. Beat that man in the ring and it races away here.
Oops, false alarm. There we asked you a question. Who would be the most effective of the Kiwis? Seifert, Allen, Ravindra. That might be a juice story, you know. Ball might be just slipping in his hands as he tries to run up and can't quite grip it. He's asked for the towel from the ump. Maybe sweat. 70% of you have gone for Finn Allen. No surprises there. Fantastic for that 100. Embarrassment of riches, though. Having to decide, all loaded towards the top order as well. You've seen how owning the edge makes the difference on the field. Do it off the field too. Visit rupee.co.in and apply for a Rupee card. How was that? A polite inquiry? Nope. Nothing doing.
It's nicely bowled though. Good aggressive running. Direct hit. Not seeing those, but safely home.
You just keep your eye on the rate of scoring. It keeps coming down. And there's another dot ball. We'll bring it down further. And it means, therefore, that the projected score will also continue to come down. And it's the difficulty here in Mumbai trying to work out at the Wankhede just how many are enough in terms of runs first innings.
It was only a few overs ago. We're talking about 230, 240. Now, if you have a look at the predictions there and the way that the players are batting at the moment.
That'll help, will it? Will it? Will it? No! Oh, yes, it will! Dropped it, and it's gone for four.
What a miss where the rope was there, Rohit Sharma. He was a good couple of steps inside. Had to keep his eye on the ball and wanted his foot to touch the rope, so he knew. You can see there. He had one more step back at least.
Yeah, he definitely didn't know where the rope was. You look at that replay at the ears. He's just in front of us now. He's shaking his head because he had plenty of space, actually.
It's out of there. Sensational hit that. Could it be the Angel 1 Super 6 moment? 167 for 3.
steps. Yes. ये कहाँ गया? क्या हुआ?
मसल प्रॉब्लम ने फिर पॉज कर दिया।
तुम्हें चाहिए एवियन, इंडिया का नंबर 1 विटामिन ई ब्रांड। इसका एंटीऑक्सीडेंट मसल्स को रिपेयर और प्रोटेक्ट करे और आपकी फिटनेस रूटीन को अनपॉज करे। अनपॉज विद एवियन।
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Let's go. It's time.
Yep, an over that was needed. Drop catch for 4 and then bang out the ground for 6. There's the projected score. The current. Choo. That's what they'd get. Nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Rinku Singh with a wand away for 4.
We were saying 230, 240, and the runs were coming down. Since then, it's gone 4, 6, 4. It's starting to happen now for KKR. Brilliant this from Rinku Singh. He understands the field. 3 on the offside up. Short third man, a backward point, and then a point or up. So give myself some room. I'm going to hit it over point. Now there's a field change. The cover comes in, backward point goes back. And hit a little bit straighter now. Access the offside, he still can. Mid-off is very straight. So he only has to beat that extra cover fielder on the ring. There's an opportunity through that offside still.
Dot ball.
Nearly.
Yeah, he was looking there. It's incredible how they're little moments, aren't they? Have a look there. There it is. You've still got a yard. It also tells... because suddenly the momentum shifts back, and that's what they were missing. We go back to those 2 overs and think also of Rahane, whose first 21 balls went for 44 runs, and then next 19, just 23. They lost all momentum, and it was that bowling change.
Sometimes from a batter's perspective as well, when you get dropped, that can actually free you up. It releases that fear of failure or fear of getting out. You think, you know what, if I'm going to get out, I'm going to get out swinging. And again, that next ball right out of the middle.
How many of these blokes fear failure now?
Probably me sitting up here watching. I fear getting hit up here in the grandstand. Yeah, not many. They, one thing we do know for sure, they do not care how many men are on the boundary. They are hitting it over their head. And again, I think that's why you could see that disappointment on Rohit Sharma's face as well. He knew they practice that so often. It's a big wicket. They got momentum, are finding ways to get those dot balls.
Oh, ducked. Oh, it's wide. And given wide, it is tough for the bowler. It really is. Look, everybody's just, oh, what am I supposed to do? I'll tell you what they want you to do, Bolty. Bowl it where you can whack it.
And that, when you talk about the fan wanting them to bowl it where you can whack it, I wonder what the fan thinks about the size of the grounds and whether they're happy with the sizes of these grounds. In different sports and other sports, in golf, you can move the tee box back, you can make the green smaller, move the pin around. Here, you know what you're getting. Every single time you come to the Wankhede, you know where you're.
It's evident, though, as we've gone along, that the difference in teams, I said earlier that working sixes is not optional, it's an essential. The difference then becomes the bowlers. Some teams have a Bumrah. This one has a Bumrah and a Bolt on 7-7 for 3.
इसको ऐसे और आवन करते हुए खाओ, आपको स्टीम भी खाना है, ऐसे बालों से लड़ते हुए खाओ, ऐसे इसको मैं ऐसे उड़ते हुए खाओ। अरे पूरी ऐड में सिर्फ खाते हुए दिखूंगा तो मजा कैसे आएगा? सर आप पहले खाना शुरू तो कीजिए।
decide if they get a score that will scare the Mumbai Indians. How are they going about it in these last 4 overs? They've still not got Mumbai. I thought he might bowl 17, 19 or thereabouts. He's got 2 overs left. Absolute key. Doesn't matter which team he's playing for. India, Mumbai, doesn't matter. Those 2 overs are going to determine how far the Night Riders go. Quietly though, the best bowler of the day is about to... His fourth. Chandan Thakur is 3 for 25 in his 3. And success has been slow with deliveries. He's been so good right from the outset, and it is important as you turn up into a game, sort of getting on a moving train, to have made the correct assessments. And Chandan Thakur worked out that the 2 batters who were out there were absolutely going at it, so the ball pays off, and it was like you're taking the air out of the ball. Up they went, and catches taken. Fantastic impact. He's not short of confidence, and that's one thing for sure. Crisp shot. Oh, needed a direct hit, he was gone. And as a result, they get 2. Overs that count now. Starts off with a boundary.
And the 50 partnership comes up in a really good time of just 23 balls, and this is good guesswork from Raghuvanshi. Just walking across his stumps, opening up that onside, just using the pace, just helping the ball on its way. It's a case of now looking to outguess the bowler, anticipating what Bumrah might be up to.
Square leg drops back onto the boundary. Mid-wicket comes in. What's the plan going to be? There's long leg and square leg both on the boundary. Now mid-wicket goes back too. And long on is out as well.
Yeah, men in on the offside. Third is up in the circle. He's got a backward point, cover point, and mid-off up. So I had too many in the circle then. My goodness. Good luck with that. He's got a tough job on hand here, Raghuvanshi, and that 4 first ball will have done a whole lot to just ease the pressure Now, essentially, he's got to try and make sure he utilizes all the rest of the deliveries. Played well so far.
Can they get 30 from the last 16? Last 15, remember 9 of those are Bumrah. 6 from Hardik Pandya, I'd imagine.
Strike rate for Rinku Singh, who's fantastic at the back end. In the last 4 overs, 198. That's what he generally does. And that's an average over a long time. So the hope here, as it comes up against these bowlers, is, and Bumrah included, is that he can better that.
Third man comes up inside the circle. Keeps it down to a single. Is there already in your minds, the two of you, a total that could be unsurmountable? Yesterday in Bangalore, when they got to 201, I remember KP saying, look, 200, you've got something to play with. And then once RCB started, it seemed very inadequate.
And these days, it's getting increasingly harder to say what's a good total, what's a safe total. Especially in batting conditions like this. This is the same pitch that was used for the semi-final in the World Cup. They're close to 500 runs were scored.
Yeah, it's so tough. I mean, the pitch looks really good, and it has done. And the difference, I think, has been using the tools correctly for the bowlers. Bolt and Bumrah, that little 2-over period shifted things a bit.
So just missed the first ball, and then only 4 of the next 5. 8 is an excellent result for Mumbai. 199 for 3, 2 to play.
नर्वस नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है।
डैंड्रफ ही है, चिपका रहता है सर।
अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ।
नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस न आए।
क्योंकि ये है दवा इंडिया, मेरा और आपका सबका ख्याल रखने वाला। तभी तो ये है हर घर की फार्मेसी।
दवा इंडिया, हर घर की फार्मेसी।
It was Hardik Pandya who famously bowled that 19th over against England. Bumrah bowled the 18th. He bowled out, remember, after the 18th. Bumrah, Hardik only conceded 9. So far, 2 overs for 29. But remember, the first of those was only 4. And then max this over, KKR. Here's Hardik Pandya. Just one. 200 comes up, but only 11 balls left. We were talking 230, 235. That seems a little far away.
I think the main aim will be from these 11 balls remaining, not to concede 6s. If they do that, then Mumbai Indians will feel that they can restrict KKR to under 225. Maybe even 220.
Well, how far had he moved? That's the thing that would be occupying Hardik Pandya's mind. He's accepted the call. It was very wide eventually. But you do remember that if the batter's moved very far outside of, the wide line moves by an equal amount. It's very fine.
You'd normally have me with you there, but nope, not that one. He looked to his keeper. His keeper said, no, go back and bowl again. Please skip.
There's not much value with reviewing a wide. That's 4, took 4 more. 50 comes up for Angakrish Raghuvanshi. In fact, they're checking how far the ball might have gone. But irrespective of that, he's got a 50. 51 of 28 balls.
Very clever shot this. We've seen this a few times in this innings of his. Fully aware of where the field is. Two men up in the ring on the offside behind the wicket. And he's just opened the face of the blade. It's deliberate and he sliced it away. Smart batting.
Very good start to the over for KKR. There's a fielder underneath. And it is taken this time. Tilak Verma in the deep. It looked like it was going to go the distance, just went too high.
The blue flags will wave because Raghuvanshi must make his way off the park. It was there. He doesn't quite get it out the middle of the blade. It hits the bottom, gets under it, and it goes sailing up into the air. Not enough distance, and no mistake from Tilak Verma. Yeah, feels that it might have been just a little bit slower than he anticipated. It's played well. That's a good first outing. 51 from 29. KKR 205 for 4.
कितना ठंडा यार विक्स की गोली लो खिच-खिच दूर करो
विक्स हर खिच-खिच फिक्स
बंद नाक से परेशान लो विक्स इनहेलर बंद नाक से तुरंत राहत कभी भी कहीं भी
For Raghuvanshi was that catch that got put down. Since then he was a different player. Ramandeep Singh, fine striker of the ball. Again a single, 7 of this over so far from 4. They need 2 big shots at the end.
Yep, it does have just less pace on it. And he's bowled these a few times. They're not full on, sort of take all the pace off, but just take some off. Split finger, set deep in the hand, the ball, and there isn't everything behind it, so it doesn't quite arrive. And it's got the doing of Ankrish.
Not getting the 6s. Ravi talked about hitting 6s at the end. There were 10 in all, but it's been a while since we've seen a flurry of 6s. So 8 of this over so far.
In sort of a stuttering innings, hasn't it? And in the bits where they lose a bit of momentum is where the Mumbai Indians then hold sway and just take the game for a bit.
It's called for 2. I don't think he's going to get them. They're going for it though. The throw isn't great. In fact, the throw is very poor. They might get a 3rd in. No, they don't. I think on the second, Rinko had gone so far down. 10 is still a good over at this point. 1 left, 209 for 4.
Pringles, pop, 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 Pringles, pop, 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 Pringles, pop, pop, pop.
Pringles, bro. Comes in a can, bro.
Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
To be back to collect the throw. Right, here's a thought. You called it a stuttering innings, Tommy. After 8 overs, there were 100. Next 11 overs, another 110. Bumrah with the last. How many can they get off this one? Rinko in strike. This is a Bumrah special.
Well, this is where they've done really well. It's a good pullback in the final 3 overs. Few 6s. If this turns out to be a typical Bumrah over and they restrict Knight Riders to under 220, they'll be very happy with that. It's very chaseable, but here's the opportunity for KKR as there's a free hit. Just overstepping.
It's a wide ball. He'll have to bowl it again. So it will be the Tata AIG free hit. It's time to play fearless.
And I reckon they're desperate for this. They need this to disappear out the ground. Because as it's going with Bumrah bowling, you reckon they're just looking to be a bit short.
He's got hold of it though. There's a fielder. It won't matter. It'll be just a single. But he needed that to go out of the park because he's also now with a single off strike.
And the opportunity was there. He had taken it on the full. Just didn't get the power to clear the fence.
I just wonder if Bumrah followed him. But a no ball in the last over is such an opportunity with the free hit. How does he close these next five? Ramandeep in strike. This is Bumrah. Just Bumrah doing Bumrah things.
And make it 11 Yorkers, I think, in the innings. And it's not so much the fact that they have bowled them, but it's when they decided to turn to them. And I'm answering your question here, Harsha, where they were going at like 13s and 14s. Yes, the numbers seem really good because the pitch is good. But they then come from there all the way down to 10s because of a couple of overs that go so well, because of Yorkers bowled.
There comes the boundary, much needed boundary for Rinku Singh, who's playing a fine innings here, 30 of 19. He's got 3 more balls to try and take them to 230.
Well, he's dangerous at this stage of the innings. He knows if he can get the ball to the boundary a couple of times in the next 3 deliveries. Bumrah is looking for a lot of Yorkers at this stage, so there's every chance he might not get one right. But you've got to put it away.
Certainly giving himself a lot of room. Straight up. Won't get there. They want to. They'll get there. So this over's not short of drama. They've got 10 so far with 2 balls left. There's not much timing on that ball. Sometimes you might say, oh, low full toss. It's very difficult from Bumrah's angle. 32 of 20, Rinku Singh. The toughest gig in the game to try and knock Bumrah in the last over. Another Yorker, just a single.
It's crazy when you watch, because generally as you watch this game, you watch and your expectation is that it's the batters who hold sway and you're watching to see where it'll disappear to next. But when this fella bowls, Jasprit Bumrah, so fantastic is he with his control and choice of deliveries that your expectation is switched the other way. And seldom does he disappoint.
Last ball. Ramandeep is in strike. He's looking at the umpire saying, did it go down the leg side? No, says the umpire. That'll mean it's the end of the innings. Or is he checking it? He's checking, he's reviewing it. Meanwhile, Rinku Singh, first time in the last 2 years, he's played more than 20 balls.
We have a player review for wide not given. I'm looking at the split screen. Yeah, batter has clearly moved outside the off stump here before the delivery. Roll it forward, please. Okay. Ball would have hit his leg if he had stood his normal stance. Thank you. I'll go back to Sai on field. Sai, it's a fair delivery. On the screen now. Yeah, signal.
Right, Nitin Menon's the third umpire, and he said we've hit the pads. So they finished 220 for 4, 11 and over. KKR second highest against the Mumbai Indians. And if Mumbai Indians do chase it down, it'll be their biggest ever chase in an IPL. That was back in 21, but times changed. You think it's about 50-50, maybe 60-40 to KKR, given they've got runs on the board. And Bumrah finishes 4 overs for 35, 220, the Kolkata Knight Riders. What do you make of this, gentlemen? What do you make of 220? You're in the dugout. Ravi, you're in the dugout.
It's chaseable. I think it's chaseable. I think the KKR attack will come under some heat. It's how they stand.
Wildstone Code for the man of code.
Wow.
You get the
Hey.
You changed a lot.
Every girl wanted to be Hannah Montana. This feels more like home than anywhere I ever grew up.
Explosive RR top order. Go against the determined CSK. RR versus CSK, March 30th, Monday.
Let's try and ask someone from the KKR camp just how the surface is played so far. Young Ankrish Raghuvanshi. Ankrish, सबसे पहले मुबारक हो, बहुत अच्छी आपने बल्लेबाजी की. जरा ट्रैक के बारे में बताइए हमें कि ये 220 वाला ट्रैक है, थोड़े कम पड़े या जितने चाहिए थे उतने मिले आपको?
पहले तो थैंक यू सर. मुझे लगता है बैटिंग के लिए अच्छा ट्रैक है, बट स्लोअर वन डाल रहे हैं तो फिर थोड़ा सा बॉलर्स के लिए हेल्प है. तो आई थिंक जस्ट अबाउट ऑन पा रहे हैं. हम अच्छा बॉलिंग डालेंगे तो विल विन दिस गेम.
एक दौर था बीच में जब एकदम से रन बनाना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो रहा था, वहां से आपने गियर बढ़ाया अपनी बैटिंग में, वो कैसे किया आपने?
सर लकीली तब टाइम आउट भी हो गया था, तो मुझे अभिषेक सर और अज्जू भैया बस बार बार बोल रहे थे कि बस बेस स्ट्रॉन्ग रख, बॉल देख और ज्यादा प्रेशर मत ले. वानखेड़े पे तो तेरे को पता ही है कि रन आते रहते हैं. तो फिर उसके बाद वो बहुत हेल्प किया मुझे, उसके बाद से रन आने लग गए.
आपके शॉट्स अभी दिखा रहे थे हमको, ये एक शॉट ज्यादा जो आपको पसंद आया?
सर जो जसप्रीत भैया को स्वीप मारा सर, ऑब्वियसली वही.
तो 220 स्पिनर्स के लिए कुछ है इसमें, क्योंकि 8 ओवर केकेआर के स्पिन के बड़े अहम होते हैं.
सर इतना स्पिनर्स के लिए तो कुछ है नहीं, बट हमारे स्पिनर्स तो कांच पे भी घुमा देंगे सर.
चलो उम्मीद करते हैं आपकी तरफ से कि वैसा हो, लेकिन बहुत अच्छे. देखते हैं दूसरी पारी में क्या होगा.
थैंक यू.
They can bowl on glass, he says, those two spinners. This is what happened. Rahane got them off to a flyer, as indeed did Finn Allen. They got to 100 in 7.5 overs. Then just a little slowdown. They got a finishing kick, not as much as they would have liked to, but 220 is no laughing matter. Raghuvanshi himself, 51 of 29. A nice little flourish at the end from Rinku Singh, 33 of 21 balls. But 3 Mumbai bowlers went at under 10 and over. We think 10 is par, if not slightly under on this surface.
Yes, the pick of the bowlers, Shardul Thakur there, because he turned the course of this game. They were cruising at one stage, got important wickets, got the openers out, and then finished with 3 for 39, and then Bumrah towards the end, as well as Hardik. Did a pretty good job for the Mumbai Indians.
So Gazanfar for 51. And Markanday and Hardik between them 55. But 221, they'll have to go from the very beginning. Watch out for the power play, because that is where a lot of this match could get determined.
Kolkata Knight Riders started this innings saying all this chatter about our bowling. Let us remind you what our batters are capable of. The fastest team 50 for KKR in their IPL history, and those reactions say it all. From Finn Allen and Ajinkya Rahane, who, remember, is a Mumbaiker, has played all his life on this ground. They powered them right at the start. Few overs towards the ends from Jasprit Bumrah and young Angrish Raghuvanshi here on Google Search AI Mode presents Match Center Live with Ravichandran Ashwin. Now leaves it to what would need to be a record chase for Mumbai Indians to get over that opening round jinx. But the partnership right at the top, setting it up from Aju. We were very excited to see how Finn Allen would do, and just the way that they took on the bowlers, the way that they took on the spin.
Look, I think it was quite lackluster from Mumbai, if I were to be completely honest. I think they expected more out of the pitch in terms of seam and swing. Didn't get enough out of it. I thought Allah Ghazanfar just found himself probably a touch nervous, or probably
his debut, right?
Yeah, it is his debut, of course. And I think they just got the condition. They didn't read the conditions quite properly, I guess. The wicket wasn't the usual Wankhede wicket that we are used to seeing. Not as much bounce. There is a bit of hold in the pitch. The Mumbai spinners have gone for 5 overs to 67 runs. If KKR can put in a better performance with spin, which they should, this could be a good game.
Spin is their primary strength here, but what about their youngsters? We talk about generation next, how bold and fearless they are. There have been a couple of years of investment in Angrish Raghuvanshi, still only 21 years old. He also plays for Mumbai. In fact, he started keeping wickets just to prove that he can take more responsibility for the Knights, and he's done that.
Nice, tall, languid, very stylish player, just steps onto the front foot and times the ball beautifully. Again, got a great head on his shoulders, tactically very good today. When he got width, he tried to slice the ball over third man and point. Was lethal on Allah Ghazanfar when he missed his length. Twice in 2 balls, he missed his length into the step hit, and he capitalized the second time around. He's a really, really good talent. Looks like he's quite smart. Had a very, very scary injury early on in the season in domestic cricket. Good to see him on the field. I think he's going to take the glove up as well.
Yeah, well,
it'll be interesting how he stands up to Sunil Narayan and Varun Chakravarti. Interesting test.
That is emotion. That is the kind of trial by fire you want to see.
It is.
Listen, a couple of Mumbaikars wearing purple today that have made that effect. Shardul Thakur, these wickets, he has once again been that wicket taker, partnership breaker, perhaps prevented KKR from getting a 230.
Yeah, I think he was exceptional. I mean, on a day where 220 was scored, Shardul and Bumrah, both of them quite exceptional, because Shardul always flies under the radar, sometimes flags criticism for something that he shouldn't. I've got a lot of time for him. Amazing fighter, great reader of the conditions, and really executes well. Used the cross seam ball nicely into the pitch, dug it down, bowled a lot of slower balls. If there was anything that KKR could lean into, they could lean into that performance that Shardul showed them today.
So we've seen an amazing power play from KKR. Can we see it from Mumbai Indians? Hitman over 7,000 runs in the IPL. Ryan Rickleton. We spoke about the spinners. Now, who is your most potent weapon in that power play to ensure that Mumbai don't get off to a flyer?
Look, I think first up, an interesting matchup that we can look forward to is Blessing Muzrabani. He's also making his debut today, just like Allah Ghazanfar is. To Rohit Sharma, swinging the ball back in is a decent matchup. How good he can be with up front inside the power play needs to be a touch fuller, like how Hardik was in his first over. And of course, the 8 overs from the spin twins is going to be extremely crucial. Even if they can hold it up, I don't think they should go for as many runs as Allah Ghazanfar did. This could be a very interesting game if the spinners get it right.
Just about 10 seconds for you, Ash. What's your feeling saying? Who's coming out trumps today?
I think I hope for a good game, but it's too early to call.
Too early to call. Someone who didn't get his predictions yesterday.
I'm a bit tentative.
Listen, it needs to be a record chase for Mumbai Indians if after 13 years they are to win an opening match in the season of the IPL.
Ready? Oh!
It's home sweet home.
Home sweet home.
There's a lot we gotta talk about.
Ah!
I hear heels and they're not mine.
I look at you and I'm just so in awe.
Wait, you actually dated him?
Yeah, that was my boyfriend. The way we would have killed for this information.
Get the tea kettle.
You get the best of all worlds.
Tata IPL. Every day.
This broadcast on Jio Hotstar is co-presented by the new AI mode in Google Search and Campa Energy Unstoppable Banjar, co-powered by Birla Opus Paints, in association with Mutual Funds Sahi Hai, Vimal Ilaichi, Vida, powered by Hero, Sunfeast TAP Noodles, Google Pay, UPI partner, Gillette, the best a man can get, and Shukar Hai Sure Hai.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
We've been framed.
We hit out.
Keep digging me right now.
I want the fox and rabbit.
Flash, we need to get across town.
No problem.
Disney Zootopia 2.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Now is the time.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Let's go. It's time.
This broadcast on Jio Hotstar is co-presented by Campa Energy, Unstoppable Banjar, and the new AI mode in Google Search, co-powered by Birla Opus Paints, in association with Mutual Funds, Sahi Hai, Vimal Ilaichi, Vida, powered by Hero, Sunfeast Yippee Noodles, Google Pay, UPI partner, Gillette, the best a man can get, and Shukar Hai, Sure Hai.
Well, put into bat, Kolkata Knight Riders decided to make merry with their opening pair, leaving what would need to be now a record chase for Mumbai Indians. 221 is what they need to win their season open for the first time in 13 years. The effectiveness of the spinners will be key against the Mumbai powerhouses.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Explosive RR top order. Go against the determined CSK. RR versus CSK, March 30th, Monday.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Let's go!
Is now fielding for the 20 overs, so he's part of the game. He understands what this wicket is. He's stood close to the wicket. He's caught a few balls. I mean, he did drop one, but he's got the pace of the game. So I'm just hoping now that for his sake and for Mumbai Indians' sake, that with him gaining all that information in the first part of the game, that it assists his batting. Because that's what everybody here in this stadium wants to see. A youngish-looking Rohit Sharma. He's looking so good.
Everyone's saying he's looking young because he's lost weight. So is there a correlation between what you look like and what you weigh?
Always.
Right, the impact sub call. The impact sub call. Finn Allens goes out and Karthik Tyagi comes in. One of three quicks. A fourth if you count Cameron Green. So Karthik Tyagi, Vaibhav Arora, Blessing Muzarabani. That's the seam attack. But I still think this game will hinge on the 4 overs that Sunil Narayan will bowl and the 4 overs that Varun Chakrabarti will bowl. That's 8 very high quality spin overs there on a track where Anga Krish Raghuvanshi just told us there's nothing for spinners.
There might not be a lot in it for some types of spinners, but for Sunil Narayan and Varun Chakravarti, I'd like to think that there would be something there because they've got so much experience. Last night we were treated to some batting in the run chase. RCB turned on the Chinnaswamy Stadium and it was one of the atmospheres that you just want to be hearing and you want to be involved in. Are we going to see that here this evening at the Wankhede? Mumbai Indians, they need it. They've got a full house and they'll want to perform.
Interesting that Ryan Rickleton is taking stride to a bowler who's a predominantly in-swing bowler, so he'll swing it away from the left-hander. He's got a man out on the boundary at third. One on the boundary at deep backward square. First ball. First runs. So it didn't matter after all. Rohit is back in strike.
No dew, gentlemen. This was down on the ground. Beautiful conditions. Good batting conditions. I think Hardik, after winning the toss, electing to bowl first, would have been hoping that a little bit of dew set in, but not the case this evening. I think that 221 target is certainly just above par. We want a good start, Rohit Sharma. As you mentioned, KP looking fit and healthy. Done a lot of work. And he's ready to go in this tournament.
Last 2 seasons for Rohit Sharma have been 400 plus seasons, striking at 150. Can this be the start of a big one for him? Good ball into the pads. Just a little trot for a leg by. He's got 100 against this team. Right, we're looking 2012. 109 of 60 balls. That was a young-looking Rohit Sharma.
That was a younger-looking everybody. I think Brett Lee was bowling. Budgie was there somewhere as well.
Oh, dear, 4. That is not what Kolkata Knight Riders wanted to see just now. They've got to be sharp in the field. But if you're coming down from 6 foot plenty, and the ball is coming very quickly, not easy.
IPL debut. This is not something you want to do with the first touch. Almost not a touch. Should have stopped that. You've got to field well. You have to. Saw it last night a couple of times with Ishan Kishan behind the stumps, and Sunrisers weren't really at the races in the fielding. That's much better. You got to dive for every ball, stop every single ball. Got to back your bowler here. Somehow you got to give your bowler something.
He's very good in the field. Anukul Roy. Top scores between these two. There's a couple of 3 Rohit Sharma scores in there. Venkatesh Iyer, 104 back in 23. He's moved to RCB now, of course. It's a good ball. It's a good ball. The shape, which is a natural shape for Vaibhav Arora, works well against the left-handers.
Yeah, it's a better line. It's a fraction straighter than the couple before. Ajinkya Rahane keeping that man at slip for that swing away. Back of a length, hits the wicket hard. Perfect seam movement. Yeah, beats the outside edge. It's a nice delivery.
And he closed it well this over. It started very well. It's a very good first over from Vaibhav Arora. It's 6 for no loss.
शेविंग से जलन और परेशानी और नहीं, मेरे जिलेट मार्क 3 के 3 फेशियल अडैप्टिव ब्लेड्स दे इतना कंफर्टेबल शेव जो लगे हवा से भी हल्का। जिलेट मार्क 3, स्मूथेस्ट एंड मोस्ट कंफर्टेबल शेव।
सिर्फ गेम नहीं, मैच लगता है मैच। अभी मजा आएगा ना बिड़ू। फील कर, रियल क्रिकेट कर। रियल क्रिकेट डाउनलोड नाउ।
Excellent T20 World Cup for Zimbabwe. 6'8" Blessing Muzarabani. Form a good combination actually, him and Angarava for Zimbabwe. Starts well too. It's all about discipline. Right, here's a fan poll for you. Ryan Rickleton is playing today ahead of Quinton de Kock. Which keeper would you like to see opening with Rohit Sharma? Which South African keeper? Ryan Rickleton or Quinton de Kock? Shall we ask the Englishman who used to be South African? Or is still South African, dare we say? No, do you remember when he first went to South Africa and made this big show about the 3 lions?
He's as South African as they come, let me tell you, Harsha. That'll never change.
Who are you going? Quinton de Kock or Ryan Rickleton, KP? Get yourself out of the bush and into the commentary box.
I've got nothing for you, Harsha. Come on, Rohit. Smack him through the covers.
Well, not quite the covers, but 180 degrees in the other direction for 4.
Yeah, it's a nick that you like as a batsman. It's one that you really, really like. That noise, you just think, oh no, the clutter's next. You nick it, it goes down to far leg, and it just could be your night. Good line and a good length that from Blessing. Real good, actually. Coming from 6'8", bowling from 7'5", probably. Tall guy. Like what I've seen so far. I'm going Quinton de Kock, actually. I love Quinton de Kock as a player. Absolutely love him. Peas in a pod, these two, though.
He started off, Michael, saying that I'm not going to give you anything, but he's the easiest one to get anything out of anyway.
Yep. He'll definitely tell you what he thinks. That is for sure. On and off the field, KP. Oh, look, I think good problem to have for Mumbai. Quinton de Kock's been an absolute superstar for a long period of time. I think it's tough that one has to miss out, but that's the IPL.
In terms of numbers, there's very little to choose between them. In terms of 6 hitting, very little to choose between them. I just think this is Mumbai Indians saying to Ryan Rickleton, you did well for us last year, so we are giving you the first slot. Right now, Muzarabani. We saw KP yesterday. We saw a tall bowler hitting the deck and bowling really well in Bangalore. Just wonder if Muzarabani can play the kind of role Duffy did yesterday. Straight up, I don't think he's got a lot on it. But it will clear the field and clear him easily for 4.
Yeah, took a calculated risk there for Ryan Rickleton. When you're chasing 200 and plenty, you need to take them. That's the benefit of having a left-hander, right-hander combination. Blessing was very comfortable bowling that good line and a good length to Rohit Sharma, the right-hander. As soon as the left-hander comes on strike, he's got to change his lines and his length. And there he tries to change his line and length, gets it a little bit fuller, and bang, Rickleton goes. Slip comes out, it's Cameron Green. He's got a wonderful pair of hands, but those hands are now going to be needed on the mid-wicket ring. He's not even at 1 or on the 1. He's on the ring.
Nine is still a pretty good over in the power play. 15 for no loss after 2.
10,000 steps. Yes. ये कहाँ गया? क्या हुआ?
मसल प्रॉब्लम ने फिर पॉज कर दिया।
तुम्हें चाहिए एवियन, इंडिया का नंबर 1 विटामिन ई ब्रांड। इसका एंटीऑक्सीडेंट मसल्स को रिपेयर और प्रोटेक्ट करे और आपकी फिटनेस रूटीन को अनपॉज करे। अनपॉज विद एवियन।
कितना अच्छा लगता है जब कोई बिना बोले हेल्प कर दे, जैसे दवा इंडिया। यहाँ केयर न शर्तों में बनती है न ड्यूटी आवर्स में, तभी तो ये है हर घर की फार्मेसी।
दवा इंडिया, हर घर की फार्मेसी।
And Blessing Muzarabani. Man on the boundary at square leg. If Rohit gets into his pull shot, it doesn't matter how many there are inside the circle, inside the boundary. It's a very good ball. He wants a single. No, says Rickleton, and there wasn't one. Right, we've been talking to you about the new AI mode in the Google search. Let's see what it has to say about KKR's Foreign Legion. Specifically, have they improved the season squad? What do you think? The explosive Kiwi opening partnership combined with new pacers, big name all-rounders, improved their power play batting, certainly did today, and death bowling as well. We'll wait and see. As well as filling the void of Dre Russ. Right, you can ask AI mode all manner of follow-up questions. He's got hold of that. It's a very popular 6.
We saw it last night when Virat smacks it at the Chinnaswamy. This evening at the Wankhede, that's exactly what everybody wants to know and see and hear. That noise of that bat in an area that he loves. 87 metres.
Smart batting from Rohit Sharma, utilising that movement back in. Doesn't look to go straight, goes with the swing, with the angle of the ball. Wide of long on. Does that just break the shackles for him?
There is a fielder in the deep. He's got a bit of a chase there, but he'll get there eventually. Needed to go a little finer for it to reach the boundary. They haven't allowed Mumbai Indians to run away with it so far.
The bowling's been good. The length's been good. I think that's the difference. Probably been a little bit more swing as well for KKR. I think Trent Bolt probably swung 3 balls, then it stopped. So it's still a little bit of movement out there.
Interesting you say that, because in that 253-246 game, India versus England semi-final over here, India bowling second got a little bit of early movement. It died after that. They're all thinking, aren't they, the Mumbai Indians fans? 2012, haven't won the first game since.
I don't like 4 men on the leg side. He bowls across Ryan Rickleton here, as we were questioning you a little bit earlier on the fan poll. Quinton de Kock. Yeah, he is. He's a wonderful player. He's unbelievable numbers. All forms of the game. You can also get on that website, rplt20.com/fan poll, and you can vote. Plenty questions asked.
Was, of course, Rohit and Quinton de Kock in the great Mumbai Indians team back in 2020.
Yeah.
Big into the crowd for 6. He can hit the ball. That was all power from Ryan Rickleton. Show him that ball a few more times.
Once again, utilising that angle, going across the left-hander. I agree with you, KP. That extra man on the leg side, I think they can utilise. If he's going to bowl that line and you take it across the left-hander, they can use another man on that offside. Wouldn't have mattered on this occasion, though. 86 metres.
But it doesn't matter on this occasion because there's no one back, so it's not giving him a second thought as the batter. If they had the man across on deep mid-wicket, I think he's useless there. It's an absolutely no position at all. Bring him up, have 3 men on the leg side, and have 2 on the offside. He's out-bowled every single delivery wide of off-stump or tracking away from off-stump. So right of screen there is where we want another fielder on the boundary. Make Rickleton actually try and use his wrists a little bit, because at the moment, anything on off-stump, tracking away from off-stump is a free hit. Free hit, half a bat, 4 or 6.
Now that man might be in play. No, he won't be in play. He looked up in hope and then he looked up in despair. Because the ball had just enough to take him over. 19 of it. It's 34 for no loss.
Here he drags the length back. It's the first time he's given him a pull shot. So you drag the length back.
इसे कितना तेज है यार
रिक्स की गोली लो
खिच दूर करो
फिक्स हर खिच फिक्स
बंद नाक से परेशान लो विक्स इनहेलर बंद नाक से तुरंत राहत कभी भी कहीं भी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
I don't know if Davey Warner's getting this feed where he is, but I tell you, he would know these numbers. Muzarbani with his second. Space for Rohit Sharma. Space for the ball to vanish.
Wow, their shot of the night. That is an absolute beauty. Gives himself room, premeditates. gets the length he wants, but he has absolutely smoked this right out of the middle of the bat, up and over in front of point. Doesn't get much better than that.
He used to go like this. This power play is going to suddenly start feeling very long, much as it did for Mumbai Indians when they were bowling.
Again, it's the length. It's short. You cannot bowl the short ball here. Unless it's real short, it's in the throat, it's at the badge on the helmet, and it's an effort ball. Not saying that it's very easy to bowl. Not saying that at all. I know it's hard. The job is very, very hard, especially bowling to these two. You've got to give yourself the best chance. That's smart. Much better.
Again, good captaincy as well. Long on goes back, deep square, so no one out on the offside. He angles into Rohit Sharma and takes all the pace off. Good execution after getting hit for that 6 first ball the over.
So far, both innings following a similar pattern. KKR 43, Mumbai 41 at this stage. Was a fail for the left-hander. He's got 1 out at deep backward square, 1 out on the boundary at backward point. Also got to be careful of the time they're taking between overs. Don't want to get into the end with fielder short. We've gone to slow ball pretty quickly.
It was something that Dale Steyn talked about last night, how there weren't enough slower balls bowled.
Right, the IPL fan parks on as well. Tonight in Rohtak, in Krishnanagar, in Bhopal, in Nagpur and in Tumakuru. So all of you in Karnataka, Tumakuru, Maharashtra, in Madhya Pradesh, all over India, these fan parks so popular.
Saw a few slow balls bowled there around those fan parks. It's exactly what Blessing is doing right here, right now. He's understanding that pace off is actually a lot harder to hit. Clever again, another slow ball bouncer. Smart.
The 2 slow balls before that on our speed machine measured at 98 and 96. 96. Anil Kumble bowled quicker than that. More time between overs. Rickleton. Pace on off the bat as well. He's getting a move on now, Rickleton.
This is a really good shot. Stand and deliver. And Rohit Sharma hitting 6 off the first ball. A couple of really good slow balls, and this one's speed on. 137.7 Ks. Goes all the way as well. So still at point of contact. That's a beautiful swing of the bat.
I know we talk about Quinton de Kock and we have been comparing him, but let me tell you, this guy is a proper player. I'm watching a lot of him in South Africa, and when he hits that ball, it stays hit. He's strong, he's really powerful, and he's got great areas. He doesn't just have 1 or 2 zones. Slow ball again, smart bowling. 49 without loss.
कितना ठंडा यार। विक्स की गोली लो, खिच-खिच दूर करो।
विक्स, हर खिच-खिच फिक्स।
बंद नाक से परेशान, लो विक्स इनहेलर। बंद नाक से तुरंत राहत, कभी भी कहीं भी।
नर्वस? नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा। कुछ तो सही नहीं है।
डैंड्रफ ही है, चिपका रहता है सर।
अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ।
नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस न आए।
So an important moment in play this. Want to see how much purchase he'll get out of the surface. This is just the kind of start the Mumbai Indians would have wanted in pursuit of that big score. There's no dew out there, but still very good conditions. There's a slight delay in play. Captain cramping up. Oh, that's a pity. 49 without loss. Yeah, that's a real pity because
हम भी अपने अपने घर पे बात कर ले क्या?
इतनी भी जल्दी है
अजीब दास्तां कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म ये मंजिलें हैं
आपके हर सवाल का जवाब है हमारे एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स के पास। अभी कनेक्ट करें एस्ट्रोटॉक पर।
आप बिल्कुल चिंता मत कीजिए, आपकी शादी इन्हीं के साथ होगी और आप बहुत खुश रहेंगी।
एस्ट्रोटॉक।
इनका नेट रेट क्या है? 1 पॉइंट।
इनके पॉइंट्स कितने?
तुम्हारा फोन है या खिलौना है यार?
लो, वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं
जिसमें क्रिक बज नहीं। डाउनलोड ना।
And they complement each other well. Now there's a hold in play because Ajinkya Rahane is injured and I think he's really struggling now. This looks more than a cramp to me. Speaking to Rinku Singh.
Oh, it's a horrible thing if your body fails you. And he is batting this evening so good and moving nimbly, certainly nimbly enough. And then knock your sort of thing, just move back into position and oopsie, can't get up.
I think just lip reading him there, he said cramps. I think someone asked him, I think Rohit Sharma can see the funny side. Yeah, they'll be hoping it's just a cramp and nothing else. A challenge here for Rinku Singh. Vice captain, the side.
Yeah, good opportunity. Again, still plenty of experience out there. Yeah, hopefully for Ajinkya Rahane. And it looks to be, it might just be cramp. Again, I thought it was hamstring when he went down. Then he pointed to the calf, but he's obviously moving a lot better than how he looked laying on that ground. So hopefully it is just calf.
What it might be also, and both of you will attest to this, you won't want to be carried off the park, not unless you can't put your foot down. So he's decided he'll walk off, but it's probably to try and sort of go, you know what, I'll be okay, guys. You carry on, I may be back in a bit. Doubt that. So tactically, it goes over to Rinku Singh, and so often two different people will see the game so differently and might kind of steer the ship differently.
Oh, lovely shot. Just made it look so easy. Inside out. Oh, over the infield. Brings up the half century for the Mumbai Indians, and it's come in quick time.
He's done this well, Rohit Sharma, all night. Stayed leg side of the ball. Gets himself out of the way. Only has to get it up and over that infield with no one back on the offside.
And again, this is exquisite timing for 6. Now that's class.
Those Rohit Sharma hands, absolutely fantastic. You watch this. Caresses it over the boundary for 6 runs. So beautiful.
Yeah, that's Rohit Sharma at his best. That's 6 over point, and then there he picks the spin out of the hand, stays leg side once again. It's just all timing.
Hey, he's a hit man, 6 man, 556s for him in T20s. Just change of angle after those 2 shots inside out.
The control is fantastic to watch, and you watch batters who have a great understanding of self and also of the job at the start.
No, he's just playing the field. This is excellent batting. Change of angle, change of shot, resulting in a boundary.
Yeah, this is what the best batters do. They make the bowler make change. They make the captain make change to field. Again, he's had to go round the wicket. Roll could have hit that straight, but he says, no, there's a gap here. I'm picking this side of the ground. He's got so many options.
The job of bowling in the power play has got just so much more difficult. I mean, you look at those shots played, and it's not a shot in anger, really. They're just kind of manipulations of the ball to an area where he knows there's nobody there. Sometimes it'll go for 6, and other times it'll just go for 4. You're bleeding all the way through in the power play.
So 15 off the over. After 5, it's 64 for no loss.
10,000 steps. Yes. ये कहाँ गया? क्या हुआ?
मसल प्रॉब्लम ने फिर पॉज कर दिया।
तुम्हें चाहिए एवियन, इंडिया का नंबर 1 विटामिन ई ब्रांड। इसका एंटीऑक्सीडेंट मसल्स को रिपेयर और प्रोटेक्ट करे और आपकी फिटनेस रूटीन को अनपॉज करे। अनपॉज विद एवियन।
नर्वस? नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है। डैंड्रफ ही है, चिपका रहता है सर। अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ।
नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए।
Remember a time when he sort of turned up on the scene, Kartik Tyagi, good pace and was all right, and then sort of disappeared off the scene. An injury here, an injury there, but then just you don't get picked up. You're sort of trying to stay on the scene. Here is his big opportunity once again.
Oh, and he's welcome to the crease. That's your typical Rohit Sharma shot there, again inside out. He's liking that area today.
Yeah, this is going to be a big over for the Mumbai Indians if they get their own way. Again, last one of the power play. Thought they might have went with Narayan, the experience in Narayan under pressure. Looked to break this partnership. Again, Rohit Sharma, look at those hands. Straight through the line of the ball, up and over.
You go a time without seeing a guy, and there's an imprint in my mind, certainly, of how each who you've seen before bowls, and that didn't look like the one we know. Perhaps just we're back for a second. It trickles into that onside. Perhaps it's a kind of front-on action that's different. Nailed the pitch. They'll be collecting off there all night.
They just cannot afford to give room.
Once again, utilising pace off. Rod's just sweating on that length. Mid off, up inside the circle. Good comeback, though, after that first delivery.
He's got hold of that. It's into the crowd. They're leaking at the moment. KKR. Already 14 of this over. And this is the last over of power play.
They're lining him up now, Rohit Sharma. This one's too short. Just the man back at backwards square. Again, picking the ball up beautifully onto that length. That Rohit Sharma swivel. Another 76 metre 6. The other one I thought they might have been able to give an opportunity to in this power play is Cameron Green as well. There's been a lot of talk about his batting and bowling. To get him into the game, finds ways to get wickets, could have been an option as well.
So there you go. The game is unpredictable. Your protection shouldn't be. Keep celebrating, going with the same confidence this fan box brings. With Tata AIG, you're covered for every unexpected moment. The क्योंकि Tata AIG है, तो भरोसा है. This is a magnificent half century from Rohit Sharma.
I think this is the key. The KKR spin from both ends. To get this breakthrough in a new batsman in the crease. Hopefully go bang bang. He's still got to find a way in partnership. A couple of these late in wickets. Here's the opportunity. He's looking as if he was going to drop that. To the step. Losing balance. Keeping his eyes off the ball. Oh dear, oh dear. Just never gets there in the end. He's kind of betwixt and between, and there's the emotion from the skipper because it's an opportunity. Turn, run. That's the first thing you've got to do. And smash. Smash really hard. It's giving himself a little bit of food. Yeah, certainly an opportunity goes down. They're never easy. Running backwards, I like that, but you've got to do the work early to get there. And now this. Here's another look at it go hard. Even long off could have been caught, cover out. Yeah, it's the opportunity you've got to take. Salt to the moon, really. Think back to Ronald's arm on the boundary, drops one upgradation. Next ball, smash and six. He's doing the dish it out this time. Nicholson haven't been dropped. The next ball, bang ball. You gotta take your chances, especially on a good ball like this. And Rickleton will look to stay in control. He works out what he's going to do in the power play, but also post the power play, how he can retain control of the innings by finding boundaries. So he drives up the oval. After it, it's 96. Almost. Dandruff detoneer. कुछ तो सही नहीं है. Dandruff here to grab message. Release sticky dandruff. Head and Shoulders का charcoal formula. Oil और dandruff को खींच निकाले ताकि oily sticky dandruff वापस ना आए. It's in the air for a long time, but the field of it all. It's in by about a yard or so. Yard or a couple of yards, 100 comes up. And what they've done really well, the minded to them, negated that fantastic start that the Kolkata Knight Riders had. Just 2 balls wrong and again to 100. And Ryan Rickleton is off to a flyer. It's a shot he likes. And when you like it and you see it, you just got to make contact. He does, and he's done it twice. Tell you what, some of them love hitting sixes. Some of them love hitting sixes. There he is, and there's he's still hitting sixes around the world. Karen Pollard, thanks for joining us. We had that strategic time. What was the discussion? KB Fugu, as soon as this ball is down. Because Survived Regal and has smashed another one. Of your good friend Sunil Narayan, tell me what's happening here.
The discussion was obviously the trend is going to be the spin attack bowling with the right and Chakravarti in tandem. But the fact that we got off to a really good start, I think it's not all maybe take our foot off the pedal. We just continue that momentum. As you can see, the guys are backing themselves, to play their shots.
You've seen so many 1 KO wickets. Maybe there's 50 coming up for Regal and it is 24. This is as good a batting circle as any you've seen here.
Let's keep getting better. I think this is the same weekend that they played the semi-final on. Where India would have scored 250 plus and they would have just defeated England by 7 runs. So you can see it's a great track for batting. And I think our bowler also did well in the end to restrict KKR with 220, giving us an opportunity to see if we can chase it up.
Ollie, how hard is it to bowl on these surfaces?
Very, very hard. I'm happy that I didn't have that job when I used to play. But I think you have to be very skillful and understand what's needed at every given time. Because when you look at it, if you're too full, you're going to go on it back. If you're too short, you're going to go on it back. So you've got to get it right. And you've got to build it over and use your skills in order to get in and get out of it.
KP to another. Thanks, KP in the dugout for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Just 2 sixes, so he's done well to finish with 14 from the over. 110 for no loss.
Easy for you.
Nice.
आपके हर सवाल का जवाब है हमारे एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स के पास। He's going through a lot of stress at work. कुछ दिनों में सब ठीक हो जाएगा।
Absolutely knocked together. Kolkata Knight Riders 110 for 2 at this stage. Mumbai Indians 110 for no loss. To get from 11 overs for the Mumbai Indians. Just over 10 and over. Two well set batsmen. One striking at 200, the other at 203. Karthik Tyagi 16 of his first over. Take the hand one goal of it already has from square leg. That'll be a free hit. Fast full, always high. Tell you what, she looks happy signaling the free hit. Rohit Sharma was taken aback. Rohit Sharma will be happy that he's not facing it. He didn't take on the single thing to take. To take. His fingers okay.
Yes, when he first started, he was pretty rapid. He also as well. It's a good opportunity for him to get his place back in the side and get some confidence going. It's 21 kilometers an hour. It's still. Speed, the momentum was pushing his hands forward. Once you get there, you want to get you. Yeah, I don't mind that actually. He actually made an effort to go and get it. There's many players around the world that would have just waited. They would have committed and then they would have just waited. Yes, he doesn't catch it, and yes, the skipper's not going to be happy. The bowler's also not going to be best pleased. All the KKR fans are not going to be best pleased, but at least he made the effort. And be disappointed after covering the ground and getting two hands to it. The kind of catches that you need to take at this stage if you have to stay in the contest. Second opportunity going to ground. As he keeps been going at one end. You don't see the sixth bowler in probably Cameron Green as the sixth. Unless they go out and do the word and his arm speed up. He's doing international cricket now, so no doubt Brian Middleton would be feeling, I'm going to perform here, I'm going to pick up my bat and I've got to get it into a position where I can score runs to score them quick. Sometimes you just don't need that power, sometimes you just need that time and that class. Highest opening standing in the IPL in the play, either way gets if I can hold that to the half, get it, or the way gets so the same thing twice. Making a mockery of the 500, now they drop it down to under 10 at the moment. Still wickets intact. Reason is you've got to be very careful because these are little hits that keep coming. Maybe just under 10 and over. They've got 10 from this over already. Looking like Blessing Muzarabani is moving up. Yeah, where is Cameron Green at the moment? Why he hasn't got the ball? He is on the field. He's at the wicket at the moment. He's running back to deep the wicket. He's hiding. Very difficult in this high, isn't it? You gotta try. How good were you? In hiding. Very good. Third man to third man. Outstanding. I just think that he's got it. Unless he's injured, obviously. Not going to bowl if he's injured, but if he's not injured, why is he not bowling? If you protect the gap, you're going to go around and pick it up. Come back for two. So they're keeping it pace.
Next in is Tilak Varma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya. Small matter of seeing Shafin Rutherford, who can bat. He had a pretty good World Cup too. So there's a lot of batting, and no Will Jacks still available. This team is going to look like something once Will Jacks and Mitch Santner are both available. Hard initiation today for Ghazanfar. Connects that beautifully. Gee, he's having a good time there, Ryan Rickleton. I just like the way he's putting the pressure on the spinners. He's targeting the first two balls of every over that the spinners have bowled, and invariably he's hit that first or second one for 6. So it puts pressure straight away. Once again, second delivery of the over. He's cleared the fence. Well bowled, well bowled. Required run rate is 9.7. It had come down. They've got to ensure it doesn't pick up from there, because KKR2 had a little slowing off period around now. Well bowled. I think the big difference is that when you look at the KKR bowling lineup, they don't have the experience or the real quality of the Mumbai Indians, who've had Bumrah and then their experience as well. Trent Bolt, tons of experience. From Shardul Thakur, he's been around for a long time, and when you look at KKR, just lack that. In both camps, there would have been the realization that the 8 overs of Chakravarti and Narayan were the key. So it would have been part of the game plan. Let's go after them early and see what happens, because if those 8 overs, if they get set, then it's a big total to chase.
Hence the question, where's Cameron Green? Why hasn't he bowled?
Oh, finds the gap, that'll hurt. Always a last ball, if it goes for 4, it just deflates the fielding side. 13 of it, it's 135 for no loss.
What happens when the game changes? You keep moving. You keep slaying. Keep celebrating. And if they keep talking,
Keep them talking.
because no matter how far you've come, you keep walking.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Now is the time.
34 for 67. Oh, magnificent entertainment for the crowd. Just the kind of start the Mumbai Indians would have wanted to their campaign. They don't need 1, they need 2 or 3 wickets now. To KKR is Vaibhav Arora with his 3rd. Down the wicket. Didn't matter what the ball was. Rohit Sharma had made up his mind already and used the open space on the onside for 4.
You just know as a batter, you see him running up and you just know it's time to go for Rohit Sharma. And that was it, he was off. And I think he might continue to go.
It was almost as if he was anticipating. It might be pace off. Let me charge. And he's put pressure on the bowler straight away, again targeting that first ball, putting it away to the boundary. The one thing that had been holding Mumbai Indians back a little bit was a big season for Rohit Sharma. Last couple of seasons were just about 400, 410 kind of seasons. If he gets a 600, 550, 600 season, can you imagine the fright the Mumbai Indians can create on everybody else? Look how he started, 71 of 35.
Choice of language.
Full toss. The first time it makes contact with the turf is in the seats.
What I love about it is he's made a full-on commitment to get himself fit. And being such an iconic athlete in the game of cricket, he's teaching every single youngster around the world a lesson on longevity and understanding your body and wanting to make sure that you continue to be the best version of yourself. And that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing a Rohit Sharma that wants to be the best version of himself. He could easily have just trodden along and continue doing what Rohit Sharma used to do, but no, he's made that effort. He's lost that weight. He's got a lot fitter, and look at the numbers. Isn't it brilliant watching this batting?
And he just makes it look so easy. There's some fabulous shots, and this one in particular, he doesn't even look in that direction. Look where he's looking. Ball's disappeared. Over point for 6. He's looking at the side screen and the bowler. Asking rates under 9 and over now. They're running away with this game, the Mumbai Indians. This is a big target, don't forget. Still hasn't looked at where the ball has gone. At some point he must. It's a powerful batting performance, but much like we saw yesterday, KP. Virat Kohli at the Chinnaswamy. Rohit Sharma at the Wankhede. It's one of the great things about the IPL, and you just hope it never stops. Again, an above par over with 2 balls left. There's just an aura about those two. There's an aura about Rohit Sharma here at the Wankhede Stadium. As there was about this man. Was it that kind of shot that he just played? "12 of this over. 13 of this over. If you're looking at all the lovely angles you're getting these pictures from, one of those is coming to you from high above the stadium. We'll give you a glimpse in just a moment. Didn't get timing on that, but it'll fall in no man's land. No, it won't. This is a sensational catch by one of the better fielders in the IPL. That's Anukul Roy. Rohit Sharma has played his part, 78 of 38, and it took a brilliant catch to send him back. And he goes back to wonderful warm applause at the Wankhede Stadium.
Everybody's off their seats at the moment to applaud a brilliant innings from Rohit Sharma. It took something quite spectacular to get him, and that is considering some of the catching we have seen this evening. The disappointment, the joy. 78 he got from 38. 148 for 1.
शेविंग से जलन और परेशानी और नहीं, मेरे जिलेट मार्क 3 के 3 फेशियल अडैप्टिव ब्लेड्स दे इतना कंफर्टेबल शेव जो लगे हवा से भी हल्का। जिलेट मार्क 3, smoothest and most comfortable shave.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Now is the time.
Back sub right away because you can all see who's come out to bat. Not Tilak Varma at 3 because of the left-hander at the other end. And that's how Mumbai Indians are so good at playing it. So Jasprit Bumrah will go out. Put your feet up. You've done your job. Surya Kumar Yadav comes in. Then when it comes to 5 and 6, depending on who comes in, they can have either Hardik Pandya or Shafin Rutherford. So they've got that flexibility with left and right. Now, last year, Surya Kumar Yadav was having a very iffy period playing for India, and he made 717 runs for the Mumbai Indians in the first ball now. Was it the first ball? Does it matter? Does it matter where the ball pitched? That ball was pitching way outside off, and it's vanished to fine leg for a boundary. 17 of it, 150 comes up for the Mumbai Indians.
Yeah, he's a smart player.
सर आधा टन काजू खराब हो गया। समीर, तेरा ड्राई फ्रूट का बिजनेस सही है यार, मोस्ट फ्रूटफुल। सर, नौकरी छोड़ रहा हूँ।
आपके हर सवाल का जवाब है हमारे एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स के पास। अभी कनेक्ट करें एस्ट्रोटॉक पर।
अभी समय थोड़ा कठिन है, लेकिन आपका बिजनेस का योग प्रबल है। डरिए मत, मार्च से ग्रोथ अच्छी मिलेगी।
एस्ट्रोटॉक।
And eventually he's got to go to the left arm spinner. But it's Ryan Rickleton in strike. There used to be a time, Michael Clark and Pommy Bongo, when where the ball was pitched had some bearing on where it ended up. Look at where this ball was and where it's ended up, and that's where our game has gone.
I probably don't need to tell you this, but those days are gone. Long gone.
It's unbelievable batting. Very first ball. And he hasn't been fielding as well. That's the other thing. He's been sitting and watching from the grandstand, so probably doesn't know the pace, doesn't know what's happening out there. Doesn't matter. Muscle memory. Lots of practice, lots of confidence.
So Anukul Roy, fresh from having taken a brilliant catch to end Rohit Sharma's innings, dare I say an unpopular catch here at the 1KD, now has an opportunity to try and turn things around for KKR. 68 needed a 46 at the moment. This was the catch.
Yeah, superb catch. Got to do the hard work, the hard yards, run. And that's what he does, runs. Even though he's sort of looking back for it and trying to find it, he's running as quick as he can and facing the right direction.
What I was telling you a little while ago, high above the stadium, catching all the action is the Kingfisher bird camp. Bird camp, giving you the best seat in the house. Love that camera. It just whirs all over and gives you angles that are fantastic. Just 3 of this over so far. 4 of this over.
It's wide, but it's clever. What it shows you is that Anukul Roy is well aware of what's happening out at the other end. Is just waiting and just watching the batter so that he can react to what he does.
Come on the back of a fabulous season with bat and ball in the Mushtaq Ali. Right, front runners for the Sierra super striker of the match. Finn Allen is still up there. Rohit Sharma almost there. And Ryan Rickleton is still there. And he might still cross Finn Allen too, because that is yet another 6. His 8th, 11 of Anukul Roy is over. 1-6-3 for 1.
Yeah, tough choice here for...
मैं हूँ नेजा, तीसरा और इकलौता राजकुमार। वैसे तो मैं विशाल हूँ, पर दानवों का काल हूँ। सत्ता को चुनौती देने आ गया है नेजा। ये बुरा लड़का करेगा बुराई की छुट्टी।
अगर मैं मैदान में उतरा, तो जेलटाउन पास राख हो जाएगा।
रुक जाओ।
क्या तुम्हें अपनी जान प्यारी नहीं?
मेरी जान की फिक्र मत करो, अपनी जिंदगी बचाओ।
Up on the board, and it's now down to 8.3 and over. The one thing the Mumbai Indians have done is not allow that run rate to drop briefly as it happened with KKR. Now Varun Chakravarti with his last. What a shot. I mean, we have been treated to so many beautiful ones, so many sixes, 24 sixes in all. But I think that will be a contender for one of the shots.
Boundaries flowing so comfortably. Again, even for the new batsman, hasn't been there for long. Shows how even, how consistent this surface is. The timing's perfect.
Karthik Tyagi at shot third inside the 30-yard circle.
It's good fielding. Had to move quickly. And he gets the bounce, actually. That's a lucky bounce, and it's just the right height. Because if he had to go all the way down there, might have just beaten him. Yeah, tough going this for the Kolkata Knight Riders. There's not been a single over in now 14th as we're in that's not had a boundary in it. So difficult to get any sort of hold, sway in the game, to build any sort of pressure. Really been one-way traffic.
At the 100-run mark, the two teams were locked together. At the moment, they're 24 runs ahead of where KKR were at the same point.
And let's think back. I think we were sitting together, Michael, when we were saying Bumrah, Bolt. They just decided, it was after a power play, they decided to turn up, and both bowlers went to Yorkers. And the 2 overs, and I stand to be corrected, I think one went for 5, and I think the other might have gone for 8 or 9. And in a game that was going at 13s and 14s, that just stalled them a little bit. I think it was then a wicket that fell. And so you looked at it and thought, oh, they might be able to just carry on. The next partnership did sort of carry on, but it's enough of a stall in a game where you're going at 10s, 11s, 12s.
Oh, yes.
And when you back first, you might not think it, but many a time you're not quite doing enough, even though it feels like you're in the ascendancy.
A very valid point you make, because we're talking of a 220 game and we're talking of a stall in between that might be the difference. That is a serious shot, because there is a man on the boundary there and he's been beaten first bounce for 4. Once again, the last ball goes for a boundary. 175 for 1 after 14.
I hope you can walk, because I'm not carrying you.
I feel liberated.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Let's go!
Each of the last 4 overs, there's been a boundary or hit of the last ball. You know, as a fielding side, you're sitting there thinking, let's close this over well. Let's finish it off. Let's get a dot ball of the last ball. Then it goes for 4. It's a terrible feeling. 46 now of 36, 7.5 and over, just over. You're walking this, aren't you? And it just begs the question, have the pitches neutered the bowling, or in the contest between bat and ball, has bat just evolved so much in terms of skills, in terms of possibilities, in terms of parts of the ground to access, hitting it beyond? Where do the bowlers go from here? Exactly what I meant. There are 2 fielders inside the circle. That's not stopped him from searching for the gap in between.
And sometimes the luck favours the brave. There's 2 men there. He splits them straight down the middle. It's a catchable height. Again, it's the right shot. Looks the ramp, but it's pace off. Just touches the glove before it hits the middle of the bat. Splits them perfectly.
It's incredible. What a crouching position he was in, the batter. Another one that briefly interested the fielder, but this time it's taken. This is Rinku Singh. He's got it on the boundary. It looked for a while it might sail over. This is an excellent catch because he's judged it perfectly. It might look easy in the end. I think he's done a great job.
I tell you what, watching him from upstairs here, You thought he might just kind of be leaving it because it was going into the crowd, but no. He was so confident of his position and comfortable with the fact that he would take it, that he made it look so easy, so nonchalant in the way he went about that. Top catch. Surya's gone. It's 179 for 2.
नर्वस नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है। डैंड्रफ ये चिपका रहता है सर। अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ।
नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए।
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Now is the time.
And Rickleton still in there. Surya Kumar Yadav, 16 of 8. Not a huge contribution, but he didn't just hang around. Just another little ingredient in what is such a potent dish.
Embarrassment of riches.
We'll try and get you different angles of that catch because you're probably sitting at home and saying, what are Pommy and Harsha on about? He just got it easy.
Some catch. Excellent judgment.
First ball. Down the wicket. 4. Well, KP and Michael Clark talking about fearlessness some time back.
Yeah, you can add confidence to that as well. Very first delivery, 0 fear. Run at the bowler, get it in your zone and cream it through cover.
Having a look.
He's nailed it too. Absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, he's a player. Tilak Burma. And could bat anywhere, 3, 4, 5. Wherever they'd give him a go, he'd take it.
Right, here you are. Let's look at this catch then. Surya Kumar Yadav has hit it all right, actually. Now, Rinku Singh, you're looking at the tail end of this and saying, yeah, I mean, he caught it.
And that's very close to the boundary. It's all the movement prior to him getting there. You look at them, they were hopeful as it went up into the air. He sort of started to go, then reversed, turned around, and then just stood there and took it. Now, also nonchalant and easy as you like, but I can tell you it wasn't simple. Great judgment. Wonderful anticipation and superb technique. He's just got such good hands, and we've said for many years throughout that IPL, and that is an excellent fielder.
2 hits, 3 misses, 8 runs of the over. They need a couple more wickets. This batting side is so deep. It's actually a very good over this from Karthik Tyagi. 8 runs off it, the wicket of Surya Kumar Yadav. 38 now needed of 5 overs. 15 overs gone. It's time for the Seat Tyres strategic timeout.
नर्वस नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है। डैंड्रफ ये चिपका रहता है सर। अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ।
नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए।
The lives of the people we love depend on us. I plan on finding a way home.
I just want my family back. What's our place in all of this?
But going to save everyone.
Ready? Absolutely.
I have created
The most advanced AI soldier.
Tron Ares. Ready? Because there's no going back. Watch Tron Ares. Tron Ares.
So I reckon 2 from Muzarabani, 1 from Tyagi. Then he's got to figure out if he's going to get anything from Sunil Narayan. If he's getting anything from Sunil Narayan, he's got to bowl now. Don't know if he wants to go back to Vaibhav Arora, who's far more effective up at the top than at the back end. Well, there we are then, the end of the strategic timeout. Lots of thinking in the KKR camp. How do we defend 38? Rupe on the go fours. Rohit Sharma, Angakrish, Raghuvanshi, Finn Allen all had 6. Can Rickleton go past those, or does he say, I wouldn't bother, I've hit 8 sixes, I'll hit a couple more? 80 of 41. He's gone to Blessing Muzarabani.
Again, another example, that pace off. That and the Yorker, I think, has been the key. Certainly when Mumbai Indians were bowling, saw a lot more Yorkers. KKR just haven't been able to execute under pressure to date. 38 now, just 29 balls.
Only way KKR can get back into this game is wickets now. Just a single. Oh, they might be close here. I think he's walking already. Are we seeing a little twist here? He thought there might be a second. Tilak Verma realized there wasn't one. And he was just saying, okay, I'll get back into the crease, and it's a direct hit.
I think he got stuck behind Blessing. I think when he turned to go back, he didn't realise the big fast bowler was there ready to take the ball on the throwback. We have a look here. He's looking for 2. Turns to come back, gets sent back, and then the big quick gets in his way.
Oh, man. Oh, how bizarre. Look at that. Just can't get around him. The wrong guy you want in front of you is humongous as a frame. It's a fantastic innings, though. 81 from 43. So well played by Rickleton. MI 184 for 3.
नर्वस नहीं सर, डैंड्रफ है। दिख तो नहीं रहा, कुछ तो सही नहीं है। डैंड्रफ ये चिपका रहता है सर। अच्छा, ये ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ।
नया हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का चारकोल फॉर्मूला ऑयल और डैंड्रफ को खींच निकाले ताकि ऑयली स्टिकी डैंड्रफ वापस न आए।
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Let's go. It's time.
Had to find his way around, and he couldn't. Hardik Pandya comes out to bat. They still got Sherfane Rutherford sitting in. 37 runs needed. Required rate is just under 8. And as we show you more replays, you'll realize Blessing Muzarabani has not gone out of his way to come in Rickleton's way. And that is something you've got to watch. He's just going back to collect the throw. He's not done it intentionally.
Yep, certainly not the bowler's fault. Again, he was going to collect the ball. Complete mix-up between the two batters. By the time he turns, he just can't get around him. Yep, definitely not Blessing's fault. He does nothing wrong whatsoever.
He doesn't even know actually at that point where Rickleton is. All he's doing is he's trying to gather the throw. And guess where the throw came from again? Anukul Roy, who took that fantastic catch to get rid of Rohit Sharma. Now a direct hit from the boundary. 36 of 27. Hardik Pandya in strike. No. If you're the KKR captain on the field, you're saying, no, Blessing, that's only your name. Don't offer it to Pandya.
Yeah, just gets that totally wrong. Looking for that slowy once again, but it's got width. And Hardik Pandya is not going to miss out on that. It's somewhat an opportunity here. Yes, you might say too little, too late. But two new batters at the crease, and you've got to do as much as you can to make them have to work hard for these 32 they must get.
At the moment, the only one who's working hard is the fielder there, and that's not working either. Two cracking shots from Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, it's exactly where you want them, though, to start your innings. Short and wide. First one pace off, this one pace on. Two men out as well, so the placement is spot on from Hardik.
And that field is set offside. No fine leg, no deep backward square. There's a deep mid-wicket. So it's sort of shepherding him to the offside.
Must have breathed a sigh of relief because cover stopped it. 10 of the over. 193 for 3. Mumbai Indians need 28 of 4.
Let's talk murder.
We need to go face to face with the mob. It's like a Godfather. I made him an offer he couldn't decline.
Okay.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
From 24, they've got 7 wickets in hand. So the Tata IPL green dot balls, and you can see the list there. Aurora 7, they're all 7s. Swings, land shot of the man in the deep.
They're not here for a long time, any of these batters. That's the mindset. They're here for a good time. They last a long time. It's great. It's perfect for their team. Rohit did, Rickleton did. They're coming out there and intentions are clear. Tilak, first ball, bang for Hardik. First 2 balls, bang, bang. 27 required now.
Yes, slim as the chances may be, it's the only chance they've had, really, as you look at how this game has gone. At a time where they should be at a canter getting over the line, they've got 2 new batters in. So can you build enough pressure? Can you get one of these out? Can you just induce a false shot that will get you a wicket? Get ensure you keep fighting till the end here, because you just never know.
You might get a chance. You might get 2 chances.
Got to take them, I guess.
Well, Mumbai Indians got off to a fabulous start. Rohit Sharma and Ryan Rickleton leading the way. Rohit Sharma was at his majestic best. It needed a really good catch from Anupul Roy to bring an end to his innings.
How many games have we called? 26 from 21. You only need one wicket. 23 can become 15, and then the twitching starts.
Yeah, it changes very quickly. All you have to do is look at the fans. And they were just jumping up and down before. And sometimes the congealing of the atmosphere can be so quick. And all of a sudden, the pressure's gone from one side to the other. Not there yet.
That's a good shout. Full length delivery. Well, they're looking at Rinku Singh, and they've decided to go up.
We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Looking at the split screen. Just keep it going, please. Okay. Just, yeah, one more frame. Ball is very close to the bat. Can we have Alraj, please? Okay, we are prioritizing ball tracking. Ball tracking coming. Pitching outside leg. Thank you. I'll go back to Anish on field. Anish, you can stay with your decision. You're on screen now. You can signal not out.
Just pitching outside. It's a good over so far. There's two singles, a dot. Another single. With a sting in it.
You feel it. You feel it. You just can feel that it's not quite going as it was. The boundaries are plenty, easy as you like. We're going on about there wasn't an over that hadn't had a boundary in it. This one here, we're up to the last ball. There hasn't been one. And there's a few kind of scratching at the face, biting off the nails.
I think the Mumbai Indians fans know they don't always win their first game. And that's why. There's a bit of tension here at the Wankhede.
Oh, that was needed. And you can see the crowd. They breathe a sigh of relief as the 200 comes up. So just 20 needed from 18. It's 201 for 3.
Inventive.
You and I are now adult members of society.
Absolutely not.
Dry as done.
Teddy, what happened?
Next time you start that thing, knock first.
All that the two games that we've had, and this one's not done yet, by the way. Well, they've told us, as was the case last season, you might go to the season before that as well, as to say if there can be bowlers who will stand up, because it's tough going having ball in hand. And then those teams who have those guys are the ones who are going to be counted at the back end. As you go through the season, it'll be about the bowling, because many, if not all the sides, certainly have the capability and have the players in their teams that can pop the ball over the fence pretty much at will.
This is where Mumbai Indians had Jasprit Bumrah and Hardik Pandya. That experience does count. And that will be the test now in these 3 overs for KKR. Vaibhav's gone for 41 from his 3.1 overs. That's nicely bowled. That was skidding onto him quickly. Not giving him the room.
There's also something that Ian Bishop always talks about, net run rate. Mentioned it last night again when RCB were chasing and how quickly they chased the total down. How many times do you see it in every competition? He's 100% right. 19 from 16. You do really just want to go bang, bang, bang here.
Yeah, I'll say though tonight, it's not through a lack of trying. Hardik Pandya, when he turns up, generally will go at it. Tilak whacked the first one, ran down the pitch, and then has just not been able to get it away.
He's got that square. That'll find the fence. Every boundary from here on will ease the pressure. You would believe they're odds-on favourites here. 15 from 15.
Yeah, they certainly are. We just know, though, 6, 7 balls ago, anything could have happened there. But Tilak has just now gone smack, smack. And he's really now eased the nerves in the crowd.
Needed from 14. Brings Hardik Pandya on strike. He's still around the wicket. And this time, he just eases it on the offside. He'll get only a single. Just a runner ball needed. Which means he might just have to bring an extra man in the ring just to see if he can bowl a few dot balls at this stage.
Yeah, dot balls are needed for sure. Something's needed. I just still can't get my head around why Cameron Green hasn't bowled. He's fielded beautifully. It's not as if he's got a niggle. It's not as if there's something wrong.
Oh, unlucky. Good delivery. But he's got that away. The bat coming down just in the nick of time. And 11 off the over. After 18, it's 212 for 3.
I need to be in this movie.
I'm gonna need you to sign this to confirm you don't have superpowers.
Yeah. I get this close and I miss.
Acting is the sum of everything you've experienced. The joy, sadness, heartbreak.
Are you gonna use super speed or what?
I'm gonna use my car, Trevor.
Does that mean you do or do not have super speed? Let's go!
Somewhere down the line, your eyes meet the umpires and you put the bat up.
It's when it goes to slip and they avert their eyes.
It's hard to long off. So just 8 needed from 11.
Yeah, just finding ways to bring the game back, and it's what they've done today here. Mumbai Indians just found a way. They do have the tools. Got to have those, but they had to think quickly on their feet, change strategy, and it worked.
Yeah, good signs for Mumbai Indians. Looks like they are going to win the first game of the season for themselves. Big season for them. They haven't won the tournament for a little bit of a period now when they expect to win it almost every single season. They've got a star-studded lineup. I mean, have a look at that bowler there and look at the guy next to him. So the expectation there for the Mumbai Indians and their fans is to really compete. So they'll take a lot from this evening, a heck of a lot.
And they'll do something if they win this game, that something they've never done. This is the most successful chase in IPL at this ground for the Mumbai Indians. If and when they get those 6 runs, they're 1 hit away. Taken in the deep. So going for the big shot, Tilak Varma. Is taken by Manish Pandey. So Sunil Narayan striking.
He wanted it. Sunil Narayan still turning up and still showing his quality. It's a good catch. Is it too little too late? One would feel like it is. Goes for 20, 215 for 4.
आदि अच्छा लड़का है, आज ही तेरे पापा से बात करूंगी।
वो अब कभी भी नहीं लौटेंगे। संभालना तो अमृता को ही होगा।
एक रात में बहन से माँ बन जाएगी क्या वो?
अब हम हर संघर्ष को पार करेंगे।
Hello, hello, hello. Sitcoms are back. How's that? Funny, complicated, single. Don't tell my husband. No, she's okay. She's all right.
And 215 for 4. 6 runs needed. Namandher has walked out to the centre. And he's there because Tilak Varma didn't quite time this. Straightforward chance for Manish Pandey.
He nailed his first ball, Tilak Varma. But then from then on, couldn't quite get it away. And perhaps just shown by that last shot as well. He tries to go for the big slug sweep, not quite there, and gets out.
They swung away on the onside, 1 bounce over the rope. So just 1 needed. It's 220 for 4 from 19.
आज तक मेरा हर सपना अधूरा रहा। मेरा अधूरा सपना शायद इस कैफे से पूरा हो जाए।
पापा, पापा।
मौत ने मुझसे मेरी बेटी छीन ली, लेकिन ये कैफे मुझे उसका एहसास दिलाता रहेगा।
एक अधूरा सपना, एक टूटा दिल, क्या मिलेगी उन्हें मंजिल? अनुपमा, स्टार प्लस और जियो हॉटस्टार पर।
IPL cricket. Leave alone the Mumbai Indians, so they're just 1 run away.
And well, let's think back to 2012. They haven't done it since then. Game 1 for the Mumbai Indians. And here they are on the brink. Yeah, all getting ready up there. It's a big moment.
And that's struck away into the fence. It's a 6-wicket win for the Mumbai Indians. And they win with 5 balls to spare. It's a record chase. And they've done it in style.
Let's move on to everyone's.
राम ही है